2, 1.
Yeah. It's Prov. Yeah. Read my mind, baby, can you see the times? I want you to be my wife, baby, please don't waste my time. I got too much work to do, I just wanna be sure of you. We ain't got no perfect views, but what works for me would work for you. Tell me, would you work for me? Serve God like you serving me. Yes, I'll lead you with certainty, provide for you eternally. To protect you, I'll get out and cock that grip. Bullets take off like a rocket ship, need you passenger side of my cockpit. Rising above this nonsense, we ain't got no sense of time. Lose yourself inside of mine, introspective or collected. Girl, I could be your prized possession.
Yo, what it is, 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 what it is. What's up? What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Welcome into the stream, man. Hope you guys had a good week. I hope you had a good week. Man, it's been a week. We got clips out this last week, so that's something. You guys should have all seen it. You were tagged in a lot of them. So, told you, we're going to be really doing this for real. Hold on, wait. You know I got to get my Nami song on. There we go. There we go. Now we can get started. Okay, what's going on, everybody? My boy Zon, the building, says, yo, what's up? Observation Hockey on a milli. What's good, bro? Always nice to see you here. Blue. What's up, Blue? Foolie in the building. What's up, Foolie? What's up, brother? Finally made a stream. Oh, man. Yes, it is always nice to have you here. If it's work, I get it. I get it if it's work. It's been like that for me as well. Blackbeard kills Shanks countdown. I don't know if that time's ever going to expire, man. I think Shanks is going all the way. I'm different. Shanks is going all the way, man. Shanks might even be the one to land the final blow on Blackbeard. I mean, you know, I'm different over here, man. I'm not falling for all the hoopla. I'm not doing it. Strawberry said, do we have to spoil stuff before we even get started? I don't know if that was a spoiler. Hopefully it wasn't, because I'd hate to see Shanks die this chapter. That'd be crazy. I hope Blackbeard takes his sword too. That's okay. Because Blackbeard can have his sword. Because the thing about Shanks, right? He doesn't even need a sword. He doesn't even need two arms. We're going to give it a buck. He can have a sword. He can have the arm that he already doesn't have. It doesn't matter. All he needs is his hockey. That's it. He doesn't need a sword. He doesn't need two arms. Heck, he doesn't even need a crew. He can get it done on his own. So let him have that sword, man. The sword means nothing. The only thing that a sword means something to is the man who has a black blade, because he's nothing without it. And we know that's what we're talking about around these parts. What's going on, Nika? He says, gang, what's going on? Gang, gang. Good to see you here, bro. Straw Hat Gene. Come on, man. You can't take my flow. Straw Hat Gene, man. Come on, bro. I'm Straw Hat Ree. I'm Straw Hat Ree. I was first, Straw Hat Gene. What's going on, bro? This ain't cool. I'm the real Straw Hat Ree. Straw Hat Gene. You know what? You cool here, man. This your first comment. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Always nice to see you here. Just remember, I'm Straw Hat Ree. Okay, so don't jock my swag too hard, bro. But always nice to see you. This your first time. Appreciate you jumping in the stream. Yes, welcome to the stream. We do not see that comment is not reflective of the stream. We don't hate Shanks over here. We honor Shanks for his sacrifice, because I don't know too many people in the show that sacrificed a limb for this guy. Now, yeah, they might have sacrificed their life for him. Yeah, okay. But he sacrificed a limb, okay? We glaze that around here. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We do love Shanks. Police said, man, today was long. Y'all, MUI had my girlfriend meet I had my girlfriend meet my family today, and the car broke down. Had some of my unks trying to help and see if I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I'm trying, bro. It sounds like you went through a lot. It sounds like you went through a lot from what I'm reading. And I understand you need One Piece, and we got One Piece. We're about to pull that chapter up and get into it. But yes, like Zah said, have a drink, bro. You drinking? Oh my God, brown clear. Sheesh. Hey man, I hope your day gets better, man. I hope One Piece makes it better. Nika in the building says, "Yo, E, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?" No, he's not a deadbeat. He is not a deadbeat, man. He loves Uta. He loves her very much. That's hilarious. Life decided to embarrass you a little, but at least you do have a story to tell. That sounds like the beginning of one of like Oda's backstories. Since we're getting so many backstories, that sounds like the beginning of a backstory. So you know something good is coming later. Fuji, what's up? He says, "Yo, it's been a while." It has. What's up, Mr. Fuji? We are family. Straw Hat Reese, Straw Hat Gene. I'm digging it, bro. I'm digging it. We are gang, but I'm Captain Niga. All right. All you, bro. Hashtag we honor Shanks. Facts. Alex, what's up? He says, "What's happening?" Not much, man. You're over on YouTube. What's up? Good to have you here. About to jump into the chapter and get started. Just saying what's up to the gang. Zaza said, "I'm Saint God Zah who don't believe in God." Okay. I think even Anel believed in gods. I think he even believed in God. So like, okay. No gods, no monsters. Wow. And you don't honor nobody. You know what, man? On that note, how about we honor this chapter? How about we all collectively honor the chapter and let's get into it. Blue says, "Did Zah just come out as a Gorosei?" He might, or maybe he's a Holy Knight. I don't know. But the Saint, he's been holding that Saint title for a couple of months now. So maybe he's a Gorosei, maybe he's a Holy Knight. I don't know. But he's not letting the Saint go. And that was a bar. And I didn't try to rhyme. Jay Chief says, "What's good? What's up, Jane?" Heart hands back to you. Good to have you here, Jane. You came just in time for the chapter. As always, welcome to the Straw Hat Podcast. Every Monday, 8 p.m., we're here, Central Standard Time, talking One Piece. We read the chapter. Then after, we bring the panel up. It's an open podcast. I drop the link in the stream, and anybody can jump on. It is not selective to any specific people. Yeah. So anyway, man, let's get into the chapter and see. Jane D. Nakama is here. Facts. We love Jane. All right. 1 second. I have it right here. And okay. Orisha Flutter here is free to follow. It's free to follow. Okay, well, follow. Please follow. All right, man. I will make the screen bigger and jump into it. Yamato with the lovely ore farming. Let me turn the music down just a little bit. There we go. And then I'll go to, since we're talking about Shanks, why not put a soundtrack from the lovely Uta? Okay, so chapter 1158, Rocks versus Herald. Okay, very interesting. Since we just ended the last chapter with the Gorosei saying that they needed to kill Rocks, so should be interesting. And we've got Yamato ore farming. It says, "Here lies the heroic pirate of justice," and it has a note that says, "Grave Kozuki Moria." Okay, got it. I got it. Let's let's get something going with the story, man. God, something with the cover story. Yamato, man. I know there's some more to come. Just give me something. The ore farming is cool, but give me something, because we just been smiling at each other for like the last 4 cover stories. I want to see someone crying. and give me some action. Strawberry says she looks so much older. Yeah, kind of in a way. Zaza says Moria. Now, this ain't Moria. This isn't Moria, right? I'm not tripping. Wait, and I'm not missing something. Read, they just revealed Moria's. Wait. Hold on, wait. Time out. I did read that, but hold on. Wait. Hold on. Mind you, I've not seen this before. Hold on. Time. Because y'all are about to like kill me. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Kozuki Moria. So this is the Moria that we're all thinking about, right? Because I didn't want to. I did OD. You're right. I did OD gloss over that, but I promise you, my next question was about to be, this is not Moria, right? That was gonna be my next question. He gonna make no fully. Hold on, wait, yo, I ain't even getting the chapter yet. Hold on, before y'all just annihilate me. I'm not gonna hold you. Moria. First off, that's huge. Okay. Second off, I'm in my head. I'm not tying Moria to Wano to like. I'm not getting that. So I apologize. Different Moria. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. Mind you, by the way, for the people who have never been on the stream, I don't read these chapters before time. I don't even see spoilers all week. So I don't know anything until I click into the chapter. Okay. So let me scroll back up. Nika says, Rita just revealed Moria is Kozuki. Let that sink in for a minute. Okay. So we're talking about the Moria from Thriller Bark Moria is a Kozuki. Is that what we're saying? Before I just jump to it's not a different Moria. Yes, that Moria. Okay. He is a Kozuki. That is crazy. And that's a wild. First off, I wasn't even going to read that little side note. So the fact that this is, bro, that is actually kind of crazy. I'm not going to hold you. He's a liberator from death. Moria the Outcast. I mean, okay. So, oh God. We're gonna have to break this down. Moria is a Kozuki. Why? How? For what reason? Like how does he tie into? How does this connect? Okay. We'll talk about it when we pull everybody up. We'll talk about it because this has got to be going over my head. I'm gonna let all of y'all cook on why this correlates and the implications of this. This cover story finally gave us something good. I agree. If this is what you're saying, then I agree. Kozuki Moria, Momonosuke's uncle and Odin's brother. Moria really fought Kaido to protect Wano. Got it. Okay. I'm starting to put it together. That would make sense as to why they were fighting and Moria lost. If that is the case, that makes a lot of freaking sense. Got it. Okay. Interesting. Odin's brother is a jump. Okay, so he's not. You know what? I'm gonna let y'all cook. When we open it up, I'm gonna let you come up and we're gonna all hear it because it's interesting. He came back to save his people. He's such a good man. Okay. I got it. Now I'm starting to understand. That little piece of the battle that we got between them, it wasn't just I want to see who's stronger type situation. It was, I'm about to help because this is my fam for real. That's what we're saying. Okay, that changes the dynamic of Moria in general, by the way, because now I actually somewhat like him. Oh, okay. So that is okay. If that is actually how it played out, got it. I like that because now I actually respect Moria, because I've had a lot of slander for Moria. But if we're saying, because I know we talked about he lost his drive, right? And he lost his will, which is why he became so weak and basically kind of trash when Luffy actually went up to him, right? If that's the path we're walking down, then I'm starting to understand it, because he probably was also depressed because he lost. There was nothing that he could do, and that's also his family, and he couldn't help save them from the reign of Kaido. If that's what we're saying, got it. And yes, Blue's that's what I was about to say next too, Blue. What's going on, Flitch? Yo, he said, I'm French. Nice to have you. Nice to have you here, man. I have a big theory, but I don't speak English. Well, Google Translate is my best option. I'd love to hear it. I don't know. Okay. Wow. I did almost skip that. Fuji said this would also make more sense why Doflamingo said that someone above Sengoku ordered for Moria to be killed right after the Whitebeard War. Strawberry said I'm not understanding. Well, they're gonna cook whenever we open it up. Blue said also it's possible that Moria can read poneglyphs since he's a Kozuki, and Kozukis are known, yes, for ones who can read and write them. Yes. Okay, yeah, that I'm not gonna hold you. That's a heck of a thing to drop in a little side note. Okay. No, I was tripping. I was tripping. I was tripping. I was about to glaze over. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm tripping. I'm definitely tripping. Okay. So Moria is a Kozuki. Wow. Yeah, no, that actually changes a lot in the story for me. And now that's got me really thinking, like, okay, so if he's related to the bloodline of Momo, right? Everything that's just happened with Wano, what role does Moria play in the final war? Because he's not actually completely bad now. Like, he has a tie to Wano, a massive tie. That's his kin. So surely he'll be on the side, whatever side Wano was on, right? Like, interesting. Flitch says the great kingdom of the Forgotten Century was swallowed up by Redline, created by Imu Narona, which fragmented this kingdom. Alabasta is a piece of the capital of the ancient kingdom, formerly ruled by Lily Nefertari. Okay. Joy Boy, before being defeated, would have wanted to destroy Redline, but the only impact of his attack is the creation of the Reverse Mountain, allowing future generations to finish the job. Interesting. I do know Alabasta is very important, especially with the Emu and Lily connection. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, you might be cooking. I like the theory. I really like the theory. Reverse Mountain. Yeah. I like it. Blue says Moria went from dead last, most trash, and weakest warlord to one of the most important. He also engaged with Blackbeard and Kaido without fear. Bro might be built different. He might be. Like, literally, that one side note just took him from, like, first off, Zal, this is for you, by the way, bro. I might actually start to respect Thriller Bark as an arc now. I've trashed it ever since I watched it. If this is the case, I might actually have to rewatch Thriller Bark, because that's very interesting. Very interesting. Nika, have a good. Okay, yes. Let me get to reading so I can hear what y'all cooking up, because I know y'all have been in the lab this week. Yes, very interesting. Okay, let me read. Okay, chapter 1158, Rocks versus Herald. Got it. Okay. Zoom in. In a certain stretch of sea, Oro Jackson, Roger's ship, Hey, Captain Roger. They're saying Shaki opened her own bar on Pirate Island. Wow. And it's all the rage, too. We were so bummed out when she abdicated her emperor's throne. But now that we know where to find her, let's go check it out. Hey, remember that Pirate Island is under Rox's control. Rayleigh, I couldn't help but notice that Roger's mood soured right after you two had that conversation in the captain's cabin. Yeah, Roger pouting is crazy. Not gonna hold you, but Luffy pouts too, so I get it. What did you talk about? It was nothing. All right, flashback. I wasn't going to tell anyone about this, but I'll make a special exception for you, Roger. Okay. Your second in command is telling his captain, I'll make an exception for you. Interesting. So this was when we fought the Kuja before she was abdicated. Very interesting conversation. Okay. Hold on. I remember noticing that Shakiyaku seemed to be ailing from some kind of illness. When I heard the news that she was giving up her position, I worried for her health. And it turns out that ever since then, you've been sitting on this note she passed you. I know it was too awkward to bring it up. Okay, so there's a note. It's clearly a love letter. How else should it be interpreted? And you say you're not tempted by this at all? I wouldn't say there's no temptation. I just don't want to be tied down, Well, I do. Oh God, we're still in simp peace. God dang it. Come and get me. Wow. Okay. Blue said, I feel like Roger would have barked for Shaki. He is literally Sanji. There's elements. There's definitely elements. I would like to think that my Pirate King would not bark. But god dang it, this man is fiending right now. Players, Fully said, Ree is Nami's Roger. You might be correct, man. You might be correct. Wild idea might be a Viver card. That's not a wild idea. Actually, that's very interesting. There goes Blue. He said it right there. By the way, that's not even a random paper. That's a Viver card. Her life force is connected to that paper. So all really had to do was follow the paper. Y'all cooking, bro. Y'all cooking. Everybody cooking. Y'all all must have obviously read this chapter already. Zaza, I feel like the One Piece has Shaki's bra in it. I mean, I guess that would make them laugh. Now that we know how Roger felt about her, I could see them laughing. I could definitely see them laughing. Nika said, I definitely think it is. I mean, okay. Yeah, I'm rocking with that. I like the theory. Okay. Listen up, folks. I'm not admitting defeat yet. Oh, look out. Roger's feeling feisty again. Pillaging is a pirate's true calling. If you want something, you take it. Ain't that right, boys? You're talking about Shaki. That's right. Why would she be at Rox's Island of all places? Everyone should have an equal shot. Let's go and take her. I'm hungry, Marks. Feed me. Grub's already on. Eat all you want. Marks is the cook. Did we have a theory? Does this not? I think, were we talking about, remind me, were we trying to figure out who Roger's cook was on his ship? I feel like we were trying to figure that out a couple of months ago when I think it was Roger's crew that was released in the SBS and we didn't know. You did have it there. Okay. So I guess we got it now that it was Mark's. That was the cook. Got it. Okay. We all say he said, oh, Shia Jean said this chapter is fire. Just wait for the end for sure. Nika says read the chapter been out since last Wednesday. So yeah, a lot of research. Okay, yeah, valid. So I'm just on. I get it. Y'all about to just, hey man, y'all got the knowledge, man. Y'all got the knowledge. This is what happens when you don't wait to read the chapter until like a Monday. Because I'm seeing people are trying to put out spoilers for the next chapter. Like, God dang, I even read this one yet. Blue said if Boa didn't hate men, she would be ruling that she's like Shaki. I agree. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago. Blue said, so this is how Sanji's parallels revealed. Stupid Max. Yeah. Okay. Slightly earlier in time, Sacred Marie-Joie 40 years ago. You're getting ahead of yourself, Garling. The previous tourney just ended. I know, but I was working on a separate matter, and I happened to moor my ship at this particular island. Okay. It's an unaffiliated nation with its own unique culture. I recommended that they join the world government, but I could not secure an agreement. The island is rich in resources and would be a great benefit to us. On top of that, I found something preposterous there. Okay, preposterous. Okay. A discovery I never expected to make. Okay, I'm ready. What is it? The Great One will be quite pleased with it, I'm sure. Okay. Therefore, I strongly recommend God Valley for our next competition in 2 years' time. Holy Knights, Figureland family, Saint Garling, future elder. Okay. The drip is impeccable. All right, let's continue. I guess no. Well, we'll talk about that later. He said, yeah, you a little behind. Yeah, I see. Nika said, I don't think he is the actual cook of the crew. He prepares pre-made meals. That's my cope. I mean, he might. Technically, there's been other people on the Straw Hat crew that have cooked food as well. So maybe he just cooked that one meal, because Luffy technically cooked the meal too on the crew, and Zoro. So, and Nami is cooked, but they're not the cooks. So maybe your theory still lives, bro. Maybe. Fuji said there are only 4 elders in that panel. Is that so? Let's go and confirm. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is true because that's Garland by the door. Unless he's blocked by a bubble right here. But yeah. Okay. You could be correct there. You could be correct. Interesting catch. Hold on. Okay, yes, I already read that. All right. Blue says the Great One Emu will be interested in something in God Valley. I wonder what it is. Could be Garp's dignity since he lost that. Wow. A random Monkey D goat. Garp. Stray. Wow. What is this? Why are we throwing strays, man? Why are we throwing strays? Mickey said Joy Boy's hat. Oh, that's what it is? Okay. We'll see. Fuji said, I don't think Oda will block any of the elders. All 5 elders are shown together every time. I mean, I don't know. I did only see 4, so as of now, you're correct. As of now, you're completely correct. Okay. Let me zoom in. Shaki's ripoff bar on Pirate Island. Hey, the line starts back there. It costs that much? I can't pay that. Step around back and you'll do 2 years free labor. Wow. For a drink? Okay. I came all the way from the North Blue. I hear you've got great whiskey here. Everyone says your stew is the best. Oh, that's so sweet of them. How precious. God. But I don't cook for the likes of you. Oh, wow. What the heck? It's just like I always imagined. This is the best. I've got an order of my special simmered beans for you, Shaki. Oh, and we're all out of whiskey. Cheap rum will do. Wow. Is every quote that she has just Aura Farm? Because, like, it's crazy. Here's your high-end whiskey. I've never been so thankful for abysmal service. Oh, man. Aura Farm piece and Simp piece. Wow. What's the matter, Rox? You seem so fulfilled. If I didn't know any better, I might think you've lost interest in me. Huh? See, a woman's intuition can be scary. Hey, pipe down. It's supposed to be a secret from everyone. What are you all talking about? You're so dense. It's not just a woman. That's the face of a new father. Huh? Wait. It's not just a woman. That's the face of a new father. Okay, so we're saying Rox is the new father? Right? Am I tripping? Let me read that again. She said, "What's the matter, Rox?" Okay. So he must have just had his kid, Blackbeard. I'm assuming that's what they're trying to say. That's the face of a new father. Got it. Okay. Blackbeard's born. Got it. Because I'm like, why are they calling Shaki a new father? That doesn't make any sense. Rox found a late. Okay, yes, got it. That's where I was kind of going. Took me a second. I'm sorry, I haven't read the chapter yet, but yes, I got you. He said, remember, Ree, strength is beauty, and she was an empress. And yes, all aura. Facts. I'm starting to ride the wave for sure. Blue says they came for a high-level whiskey, and she's giving them cheap rum for the same price. That's the kind of business owner I like, and they're happy about it. Rox's new father. Yes, got it. Blackbeard has been born. Rox found a lady. He's growing right in front of us. Blackbeard's mom should have been in the chapter. She should have. I agree. I mean, she should be someone that's close to him, honestly. Yeah, it's about Rox having a son. Got it. Okay. Hey, Shaki. Oh, Roger pulled up. Okay. It's me, your lover boy. Oh, my God. Simp piece, bro. Oh, my God. You might have been cooking, Blue. He's giving me too many Sanji parallels with this. I don't like seeing the Pirate King in this light, man. Don't like it. I don't like it, bro. Take me back to the Pirate King that clashed with Whitebeard when we first saw him in the flashback in Wano. That's the Roger I want to remember, bro. I don't want to remember Roger like this. Roger, facts. Losing aura points by the freaking panel, bro. Come on. Toei go cook him. Absolutely. This is the green light for Toei to absolutely destroy Roger. Whoo. Take me back to Wano Roger in the flashback, bro. I can't. Okay. He said keep reading. All right, I got you. Oh, Raj. Wow. She's doing that knowing that she don't really like Roger. That's crazy. Roger, how many times do I have to tell you this is my island and it's Shaki's place? No fighting between customers, remember? So quit yapping, Porcupine. Oof. Okay. Oop, let me zoom out. I like it. What about the huge line outside? Did you wait the whole time? How'd you get in there? Line? What? Oh, God, he just beat them all up. Okay. What line? Come on, boys. Let's get a round of drinks. I can't stand the noise those people make. Closing out Newgate. Put it on the Rox tab. Put it on Rox's tab. Oh, Roger, where's Ray? Eek, Roger, darling, how I've missed you. You finally come to take me away on your ship. Oh, that's Gloriosa. Oh, God. Oh, shoot. Blue said, whoa, Roger stand his ground against rocks. Yeah, I need to see something, though. I don't think they were going to fight because they both like Shocky. So, yeah, I don't know. That's cool, but that doesn't mean much to me at the moment. This isn't me saying he's getting a down scale. I'm not saying that, but just saying like that moment doesn't hit for me that hard. Gloriosa is all looks, no substance. She just wants to be loved, man. Give my lady some Gloriosa some love, bro. She just wants someone to love her. You finally came to take me away on your ship is crazy. I keep telling you, no. I don't need a woman who throws hearts all over the place, causing chaos. Wow. Okay. She's a baby 5. Nah, she's not in love with everybody, though. Baby 5 was just in... If you blinked twice at baby 5, she's ready to... Let me say this in a very PG way. No, what? I'm not even going to say it. Those who know what I was about to say. I'm not going to say it, though, because there might be kids watching this. Anyway... Oh, I told him to come with us, but he's resting on the ship. Said he wasn't feeling good. Got it. Talking about Rayleigh. But Shocky would be an exception, of course. What kind of logic is that? Yeah. You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right, Gloriosa. Tell Roger he's tripping. Okay? If you're saying you don't want me for this reason... Shocky should not be the exception. Facts. Hold all of us to the same standard. She's spitting. She is spitting. Sung Jin Woo, baby 5 is a different case based on... I'm not gonna lie, Sung Jin Woo and Blue, one's on YouTube and one is on Twitch. Y'all don't see each other's comments, but y'all are on the same wavelength. Because right after Sung Jin Woo sent this, Blue literally just typed this too. Baby 5 just wanted to be needed by someone. Everyone in her life abandoned her. Y'all are on the same wavelength. Y'all are both spitting. Blue and Sung Jin Woo. I like it. But you're right. But what I said is still true, though. I'm not talking about the reason why she's like that. I'm just saying what I'm saying is still correct. All right. I'll pass 2. Oh, is she talking about hold on. Oh, Shocky was talking to Roger? Dang, that's crazy. Hey, is Newgate around? I want to have a drink with him. He just left. Stupid Rayleigh, why didn't he come? Time to ship out Binks's brew. Oh. And there goes the egg again. I like it. Time to ship out Binks's brew. So we're singing a Brooke song. Very interesting. Very interesting. Shocky passed out. Miss Shocky, let us tend to you. Get your grubby man paws off of her. Okay. By Shakayaku's own decree, anyone who visited her bar were forbidden from fighting on the island. So even when rival pirates crossed paths there, no warfare resulted. Okay. Sung Jin Woo said it's not a Brooke song, it's a pirate song, and they all sing it. I stand corrected. Thank you, Mr. Sung Jin Woo. Blue said, Roger and Newgate always being buddies. Love to see it. Again, like I said last time, I don't mind the backstory. Like, I like seeing the dynamic between all of this generation of pirates. It's different. Like, this is a totally different side that I never would have expected we would have ever see from Roger. Hearing about him as the Pirate King who died to start the pirate revolution. Like, it's just different. And I like it. I like it. Blue said, finally, some Roger aura. Did I miss the aura? Are you trolling or did I actually miss it? Out past 2. He looked at her. New gate around. Stupid Rayleigh, why didn't you come? Did I miss it? Oh, next panel. Got it. Okay. You were ahead of me. But at sea, it was a different story. Oh, okay. There's the aura. Got it. There's the aura. There's the aura. Okay. Got it. Okay, what are we? Okay. Underworld, Elbaf. Okay. Loki is hanging onto a branch. Okay. The branch snaps. We see the animals running. Harudin's there with him. Okay, what am I looking at? Let me zoom out. Ooh, oh, okay. Harold and Rocks clashing. Okay, got it. They're clashing. Very interesting. Okay. And it looks like it might have been an even clash. They both got blown back. Okay. Okay. How can you let the government get inside your head like that, Harold? Believe me, I wavered on this. Is this so important that you kill your own friend to make it happen? You're just falling into line. They're using you and you don't even realize it. Interesting. Zoom in. Don't you see? This is their answer. They only see you They only see your kind as a military force to be harnessed. They'll turn you into slaves and call you soldiers. Where has your warrior's pride gone? What does your own free will say? Don't act like you understand any of that. They're still going at it. Our history of violence from when we called ourselves warriors is nothing but a shackle that weighs Elbaf down now that we seek the way of peace. I'm not gonna hold you. I see both. I understand both sides, bruh. I'm not gonna hold you. I understand where Harold and I understand where Rox is coming from. Very, very interesting. Blue says, not gonna lie, I gave up on trying to understand this fight. The art was garbage. I didn't have the patience. Rox versus Harold was good though in terms of emotional impact. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see. A lot of shading. It's a lot of shading. But I think they're just trying to show that it was an even fight from what I'm seeing. Harold should have thrown his older son off. Honestly. Wow. What's up with this Harudin the slugs for Harudin, bruh. What's going on? Young Fuji says Rox and Luffy are starting to be more and more of each other's total opposite. Rox and Luffy are starting to be more and more of... Yeah, I got you. I don't disagree. I want to see exactly where you're going, but I've never thought of them as like similar though, in fairness. So I don't feel like this makes it any... I don't think this makes it any more widened unless you have something you're cooking up. But again, I'm just saying I never really saw them in a similar light though. She said Rock's got his aura back after one chapter. Yeah. We'll see. Because that was still kind of crazy seeing him. Nika says Blue Bug in the fight was lit. Y'all don't get O's paneling. I just it was just kind of hard for me to see. That's it. But I think I do understand. Nika says they are very similar, and I'd explain how. All right, for sure. All right. I think you're a good man, Harold, but we've been raided by giants in the past. I overlooked a few. All right, got you. I am definitely. I know I'm probably missing a whole bunch of stuff. But we've been raided by giants in the past. Fear is not so easily wiped clean from the nation's mind. I'm sorry. Yeah, I get it. Listen, Rox, no matter how foolish and impetuous, that's not right, impetuous the celestial dragons may be, they have the power to usher Elbaf into the circle of the world. No longer will we be on the outside. Stop it. Oh my. Let me read that again. No matter how foolish and impetuous the celestial dragons may be, they have the power to usher Elbaf into the circle of the world. No, okay, got it. Okay. He doesn't like that. You soft coward. Oh man. No, he definitely got his aura back. I agree. God dang. What a freaking punch. I guess he punched him. You soft coward. Okay. The talks are off. I'm never inviting you again. I am the king. I can't risk my people's lives on the losing battle of a villain like you. They could not see eye to eye. The odd little friendship between them came to an end, and for the time being, they met no longer. Interesting. Until the day of that fateful incident. More news about Rox. Okay. Rox isn't coming, Loki. Shut up, you old hag. Want me to pour you some juice? Okay. West Blue, 39 years ago. All right. This should be like right before God Valley, because that should be 38 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. God Valley. It's twin boys. They're so adorable, and they've got your red hair. Yes, they do. We can only hope they turn out as wise as you too. Without their father around, we'll have to help with that. Thank you, sir. And what are their names? Well, Shanks and Shamrock. Ta-doom. So that's their mother. Interesting. Okay. But we don't get a face reveal. Got it. Shanks and Shamrock. Got it. Got it. Shamrock and complacency. I'm not even about to play with you, bro. Okay. I'm very interested. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link. I'm so curious to see what I missed and what y'all have been cooking up. There's a link, man. Let's yeah. I gotta see. I have to see. This is a very, very interesting chapter. Wow. Lore. Fights. What's up, Strawberry? Man. Whoa. More news about Rox. Actually, let me zoom back in. What am I missing here? Until the day of that fateful incident. Okay, what was the fateful incident? What did I miss? I must be tripping. Fuji, I'm about to read all your comments, brother. About to read them all. The fateful incident. Oh, no way. They just left the fateful incident as the cliffhanger and we don't know.
They did. You know they did.
That's like a next chapter thing we find out. Bro, that's okay.
Mm-hmm. They trying to stress us out, make our blood pressure go high, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. What was the fateful incident? Like, oh, wait a minute. Was the fateful incident? Hold on. Strygene, what's up, man?
What's going on?
Could it be
up,
the
bro?
fateful incident was when they met each other in the throne room?
Oh, when his dad died?
When his dad Harold died. Could it be?
Possibly.
Could Rox have been there?
But I thought he said Rox wasn't coming.
I don't know. Very interesting. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Za? How you doing, bro?
Oh, what up? The visionary is here. The visionary is here. The vision.
Awesome, man.
The vision.
Awesome. What's up, Foley?
Yo.
Awesome. I'm giving time for people to kind of stroll in, man. Gene, man, you're new on the pod, bro. Tell me a little bit about yourself, man. What's going on, bro? You with
Tell him
my
who
boy,
invited you, Gene. Tell him who invited you. Just want to let you know, put that out there.
He already tweeted, bro. He invited me. He found my page. I was at one of these events, and they asked me to name a bunch of One Piece characters. In about a minute, I named like 32 or so, and then he asked me to come on the pod. Big One Piece fan.
Video.
Been a One Piece fan for a long time. I actually run a coffee business inspired by One Piece. So when you were saying, "Straw Hat Gene, I'm taking your whole float," hey, it's my whole float. I got a business too with it.
That's cool.
As you can see on my One Piece pod behind me. So
Where are you located? Where's the coffee shop?
Sacramento, California. If you guys are out here.
Oh, that's cool, man. Coffee shop. Okay.
Yeah. You know, just doing the good Sakazuki work out here. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel that.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Okay, cool. Well, good to meet you, man. Good to meet you, bro.
Good to meet y'all.
So we start off. I'm waiting on my boy Nika whenever he taps in, but we can go ahead and get started. At least talking about the chapter. What you guys' thoughts were. We usually just start by talking about thoughts about the chapter, give it a rating, and kind of go from there. So Da, please. Well, what's your thoughts, man?
Oh, this was a solid chat. I can't with Roger right now. Roger is on my bottom tier when it comes to goated characters. Like he's approaching Shanks level to me right now. But you know what? It makes sense. That's why he's Shanks' role model. I knew I should have never liked that motherfucker from the start. I knew it. Something in my soul said so. You should never like Goldie Roger, and I see it now.
Wow. So Roger is on your list now, right?
No, I said he's close. He's close.
So one more chapter of simping and he's done.
Yeah,
Is
bro.
that kind of the
If
threshold?
I have to see God Valley is about Shaggy through a piece of clothing and Roger is crawling on the floor for that shit, I promise you, I'm dropping One Piece for a month. I promise you, I'm dropping One Piece for a month.
You won't.
A month?
I will. Foolie, I'm not talking to you right now. Foolie did some stuff on the post this week that we not cool right now, right? Foolie might join my list, all right?
Yo. That's crazy, bro.
But nah, it was a good chapter, but I can't get behind the Roger simping, bro. It's just too much for me. it takes away from the chapter sometimes. It's like, yo, he'll have a cool moment, but then Shockey talks to you, love. It's like, yo, dog.
Yeah, I feel that. But did you rate it?
I don't feel that Zao wildin'.
He wildin'. He definitely wildin'. But
I don't feel that Zao wildin'.
Well,
How am I wilding? How?
Did you not peep the
okay,
aura?
now.
Yo, did you not peep the levels of aura going on in this chapter, gang?
I said he did. I said he had his moment. But
First of all, bro, hold on.
go on.
We gotta respect the top 2 pirates of the generation. Son said, yo, he on Shockey's on Pirate Island. Should we even go? Scopper couldn't even say nothing. The Rock's aura is so like that. All you got was a ... from the panel. Scopper's like, hold up, it is Pirate Island. Let's think about this for a second. Roger's the one that had to get the gusto to be like, man, whatever, fuck that. We going. When you get to Pirate Island, Roger's simping, but do you not see the aura? Son out. It's just Pirate Island. Son bust down the whole line to get into the bar. Then when he got in the bar, Reap went over this, and it was actually, it made me I was disappointed to see Reap gloss over this.
oh crap, my
Son
bad.
said, yo,
bro.
it's the Roger Pirates. Someone get a picture. You're on Pirate Island, and you're Rock's pirate. This is last chapter we heard. This is most likely a Rock's era, and we're on Rock's Island, his territory, and everyone else is talking about get a picture, bruh. If that's not aura, I don't know what we thought. What that's pirate aura, bro. That's top
valid.
2 pirates.
True.
man, bro.
I agree.
Fully feeling me, bro. Like, what is going on? Y'all
This
just
dude
went
was
off
pouting the
Y'all
first
glossed over the
panel.
greatness
He's
of
pouting.
this chapter today, bro.
No.
I don't understand what y'all did. What was this? You know what's
He's-
crazy? This chapter for me wasn't a 10 out of 10 until because Alex told me it was, and I didn't get it until I saw y'all just glaze over goat shit, and I was like, oh wow, we got it. What are we doing?
Thank
What are we
you,
doing,
bro.
guys? What are we
Thank
doing?
you. Thank you, Fuji. Thank you, bro.
Alright,
This
man.
is
Yo, I'm saying it. They see the people are seeing the vision. Yo, he was pouting the very first panel. I mean,
fine.
full pout. That's a
What's
kid.
wrong with that, bro? If
Bro, if you don't get out of my face, bro.
charisma, if there's any pirate that's gonna show his charisma, it's gonna be Roger, bro. He's that type of dude. First of all, this is the dude where if you even we plundered, we did our thing. Let's leave these people alone, okay? Yo, Roger, your man's a bitch. Okay, I annihilate your whole kingdom. This is Roger we're talking about. He should be pouting if he don't get what he wants. This is how pirates are. Have you not seen Pirates of the Caribbean? Johnny Depp usually get a little flustered and
Yes, I know, and that's the part of him I don't like.
What we doing, Zah?
This is the part of him I don't like. This is the part of him I don't like.
I'm not too upset with the pouting because I've seen Luffy do a lot of pouting. That's what I'm kind of like. Yeah.
This is what the men. This is what these men do. They're women, bro. And think about this. He wasn't even pouting really for him. He like, man, Rayleigh should have came, bro. He want his mans to get good.
Yeah,
bro.
he was
Think about that. He's trying to make sure his mans get put on. Y'all got me crashing out too early, bro. God damn it.
What are you crashing out about? I just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
You wildin'. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't care if I'm wilding. It was lame shit, bro. It was lame. And it's been lame.
He just
Y'all got a new mic, don't know how to act. It's crazy.
He just got a new mic.
God damn, bro.
Mike sounds great though, by the way.
Thank you, right? Yeah, man. I'm about to talk my shit. Talk my shit.
All right.
I hate you.
Gene, what's your thoughts, man? Wait, did you rate it?
What's
Zal?
good, Gene?
I gave it an 8.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what's your thoughts, bro?
Chapter was fire. Hey, it was 10 out of 10.
Oh, good Lord.
You mentioned it. Hey, like the community, I love One Piece, but the community be wilding on Twitter and shit. Like since finding out about Roger having feelings for Shockey, people like Zah and everybody discrediting the Pirate King. He's the Gooner King. Fuck all that.
I've never called him that.
But you know,
You never called him
Roger
that.
and Whitebeard on the same time.
Let a man have love.
I've never called him that.
Hey,
I'm just saying to be on the floor like this, and I was like, "All right, bro, that's a little too much. A little too much."
Nobody for real? Come on, man. That shit hurt. But it was cool for me. It was cool. It was cool to see Roger come back and then show us a little bit of who Roger was. And then the Rayleigh thing, like it was like, yeah, he want to put bro on, but at the same time, he was like, why didn't you confide in me? Like, if you got this note and I like it, like you could have told me.
You
I
should
would
have
have
been hollered at me, gang. You should have been hollered at me, gang.
Exactly. I'm over here looking crazy. If she want you, like I would have been like, damn, but let's pull up. So
because you are crazy.
See, that goes to my point, Nika. I was saying this weeks ago. I'm not tripping. That's kind of shiesty, bro. I told you with the Rayleigh ending up with Shockey, bro. I'm not. I just don't feel it. He moving too funny for me, bro.
But this is why I said it wasn't shiesty, because that's how pirates are gonna be, man. He literally goes and he tells him, I ain't want nobody to feel no type of way. I wasn't even about to wife her. I was about to leave her alone, bro. Because I don't want it to be weird. He even told him that. Like, legit tells him that. That's broski. That's the Dark King for real, bro.
In my head, my bro is fawning over this chick, bro. I can't end up with her. It just don't feel right. And in my head, I could be wrong. In my head,
I see things like that happen in real life where both dudes are interested in the girl choose, and he's like, I bet, well, broski got it.
I just need to see if he ends up with her before or after Roger dies. That's what's gonna tell me everything.
It's probably
no. He ends up with her even then. That don't even matter at this point, because look at what Roger's saying. He wish he was here right now to bag, so he better bag her when he dead. Like, it don't matter now. At this point, he just need to clear.
Bro.
That's for real. What you want him to do, bro?
I'm gonna say it now. All my homies watching. Well, I'm married, but if I wasn't married,
that's not your kid. That's not your.
Don't bag.
That's how they get down.
Don't bag the chick I want, even if she don't want me, bro. You can't have her if she wants you. I wanted her first. I'm not gonna hold you, even if I'm here. You can't have her, bro.
You want to know?
I want her, bro. I'm gonna haunt you after death, bro. You can't have her. You can't have her, bro. Just because I settled and I had a kid with another woman, don't mean I ain't want her for real. I just got tired of waiting because I need a kid. That's all I'm saying.
I want you to know you're making me have to go literally apologize to one of my best friends now, because he was just like, no, bro, you understand. I'm just like,
no way.
No, bro. I just don't. You know what? We'll talk about this another time, Real shit.
Okay, all right, yeah, it's got to be a story time, bro. Because
I'm gonna tell you this right now. If my best friend comes up to me, he's like, "Yo, I'm pouting over a girl." I bet, "Yo, drop my number. Don't ever talk to me again." This friendship has run its course. I don't want to. Yo, until you get over that, don't talk to me, bro. Don't talk to me. I'm trying to do stuff. You come up to me, "Hey, yo, this girl, bro, get off my phone. Get off my phone. Get off my line. Don't text me. Don't talk to me. Yo, bro, you got it. I wish you the best, but don't talk to me right now. Fuck out of here, bro."
That's crazy as hell. I'm not gonna lie.
All y'all's comments, I will read them as soon as we get through the intro.
Zaz 101, promise.
I promise you, I'll drop you as a friend. I drop you like a bad habit. I will drop you like a bad habit.
What's your thoughts, Strawberry? What's your rating? What's your thoughts?
It was a good chapter. It was good. It was good. I was enjoying I don't know. I feel like your guys' conversation was more entertaining than the chapter itself.
Whoa, man. Okay.
Damn.
What'd you rate it?
I give it a 6.
Man.
And she's being nice. The way Raspberry is, Raspberry, she's not for all that type of stuff.
I was about to put all your business on blast. Shut up.
I feel like Strawberry just gum pistoled me with a Conker's coding one too. Oh my god.
Yo, bro. Said girl is here for the drama. Facts.
Where's Chopper?
Yeah, that's what she did.
I'm telling you, I stay in my lane.
No, okay. You know what? I don't appreciate that comment because I am actually not a woman of drama. I actually don't like drama like that.
You gotta justify the 6.
I have to justify the 6.
You gotta justify the 6.
Do it.
I was just underwhelmed by the chapter. It's really not nothing specific. Zane, hush. It wasn't nothing specific. It was just it was okay. It was part of the story.
Yeah, I do respect that. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, you know what? I could give it more points because we at least have a mom reveal. We have another mom reveal. So that's
Yes.
yeah, we have another mom reveal. You know, we got to see Shanks and Shamrock as babies. I love that for them. Okay, you know what? Fine. I'll give it an 8.
Yeah.
There you go.
I get an 8. I get an 8. Just because, you know, baby Shanks, baby Shamrock, and the mom.
I'm sorry. We
And
had to
this
get
is a
there.
mom.
Sorry.
Well, huh?
No, I was saying, 8. We got to get there. That's a fact.
Oh, okay. No. I had to ponder for a little bit.
7, I'll let you rock. But you said 6. That's like a pre-final saga chapter, a pre-Wano chapter.
I know, but I had to think. I had to marinate a little bit more. Okay, I had to marinate a little bit more. You know, so, okay.
That's all I wanted. I wanted you to marinate a little bit more. Come on, just like.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. Just a little bit, you know. Just a few extra points.
I'm a Lord dump this whole chapter for you when we
listen. I'm just like, okay, but see, the conversation that was had over these two babies is very interesting. I don't know if. Well, no, I can't say I don't know. We haven't had a mom that kind of speaks this way, you know. Oh, well, without their father around, well, I don't think she said it, but this conversation is just like, okay, well, these two boys need, you know, guidance, and we are going to be here, you know, to help.
Yeah.
So I love that conversation. We haven't had that conversation with a mom, so.
The fandom pissed me off because they think that for some reason, I don't know why, how or why, but they think Garling's not the father. So, and I feel like this is the most evident thing in the book because he actually looks like his sons actually look like him. So we should
it look exactly like him.
Yeah,
they do.
That's actually stupid, but hey, it was whatever, you know. It's whatever.
They do. And see, when you guys were bringing up Shamrock and Shanks's mom, like once we got a final reveal of Shamrock in color, all of y'all were like, okay, yeah, they definitely get their hair color from their mom. So it's going to be interesting to see who this woman really is. I don't know. Red hair seems to be a very specific color of hair.
Yeah, it is specific. Oda know what he's doing in the pre-works of One Piece Romance Dawn. There wasn't really a Zoro for Luffy. He was actually like it was like a Nami, prototype Nami, and the right-hand man of Luffy was actually a red-haired pirate with an eye patch. So I do think this ties in a lot of this, just like how they said, oh, Garp would make a great Garp, like Rock said Garp should be a pirate too. That's just a callback to Romance Dawn, because in Romance Dawn, Garp is the one who gives Luffy the hat because Garp is a pirate in Romance Dawn. So Oda's just doing a callback right there. That's how I felt it is with the red hair. But we still need to learn the significance of the red hair. Like I do think she's connected this a bigger overall. Garling's not just randomly having a like random white person as his wife. Like it's either she's exceptionally beautiful, like on some Shocky rivalry type of vibe, or she's connected to the bigger picture.
Valid.
I would probably say more like connected to the big picture, because Garling doesn't seem like the type to settle down and want to be with somebody.
He didn't. He had baby and was gone.
It was
Yeah,
it was
like-
probably like he found a
definitely
girl.
big
And
picture.
he had his
Yeah.
way with her and stuff like that. And
He
ended
had
up
his
having,
way with her.
and then ended up having Shamrock and complacency kid. So you know, it is what it is. You know, like you just step up as a father that when it comes time for it. You know, like respect. He took care.
But then
of
one of your
and
sons follows in your footsteps. That doesn't, you know.
That's good. That's good. Shamrock is a good kid. The other one's a piece of shit. He should have thrown that one off a mountain too. You just see he started throwing off mountain kids.
Oh my goodness, this dude.
People are starting to come around to the Garling picture though, Reed. They're starting to peep. Like, all right, might be Fenrir, might be Typhon. They starting to get it now. So I'm glad people are, you know.
Yeah, I mean it's starting to line up. I'm digging it, man, for real.
Just wait on it. It's coming. Just wait on it. I promise you, it's coming. It's coming, bro.
I'm not even gonna lie. I say, Nikki, you already know the thing I really want. Like, you're not even gonna lie, the whole like Bonnie, Garland, and all that. Like, line
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Look,
I need
Bonnie's for Garland too. Just wait on it.
Can't wait. I need that. I need that.
I hope we all coming around to the clip where we can start throwing kids off mountains. Like that's the one I really want us to go get along with.
Bruh.
That's the angle.
What?
Like, yeah, I love all y'all talking about, but like I think that's the one we really need to start getting along with.
Talk into the mic, Zah. Into the mic.
Throwing the kids off the mountain. I think that's where we need to go. Like, yo, that should be it. Just start throwing kids off the mountain. Then we be good.
Can you
bro.
throw all the kids you want to go off the mountain right now?
How many kids? Name the kids. Go ahead. Do it. Name 3 of them.
Name 3 kids that we need to throw off a mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Harujin. We need to throw him off. We needed to throw Nami off because she was a little shithead as a kid.
Nami,
Sorry.
Time out.
Hey, little shit.
I was gonna let you slide, bro. We're not touching Nami, bro.
But she was a little shit. She'd have made her way about it. She's tough. All right.
Yeah, what? She was tough as a kid. What are you talking about?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's
The
actually
level of trauma
sign
she
of
went through.
respect. That's a
So
sign of respect.
add more trauma to Nami.
Yes. Trauma breeds character.
Dude, fuck you, bro.
No, you
Fuck
tripping,
you,
bro.
man.
I'm normally like, yo, you tripping. We don't do the Nami slander, bro. It's not over here, bro.
But
Not
think
a-
about it like this, Reed. Look how great of a character Nami is with all her trauma. Can you imagine?
No,
getting
I
a little
agree.
bit more trauma? Thank
Look
you.
how great Robin is too, because of her trauma. I'm aligned with that.
Exactly. Thank
I'm
you.
aligned with
Trauma breeds character. Trauma breeds character. TBC.
The one character who didn't have a lot of trauma was Usopp,
Bless you.
and because of
yeah,
that,
he needs to be thrown off too.
Reed,
He's
stop
thrown off too.
agreeing with
I'm
him.
allergic
Stop
to that
agreeing with
bullshit
him.
that he just
Keep
said.
taking everything you
He
agree
needs
with
to be thrown
as
off
yes,
too.
throw Nami on
well,
the cliff.
no. I don't
Bless
agree
you
with
with
the
that.
throwing the kids part off,
Nah, he
but I
does.
do agree with the trauma aspect. That's all I'm
Yes.
saying.
When he's talking about
Trauma breeds
ultimate trauma,
character.
like peak trauma.
Oh no, we're not with that. We're not with that.
Throw my
No,
kid
no.
off the
When
sun realm.
when they
trauma.
climb
No.
up that mountain, they will be forever strong.
Let's move on, Reed. Let's move on.
Zah, your theory really just doesn't line up because Luffy wasn't traumatized like that.
Oh, what's
Yes,
good,
he
Cook?
was.
Glad you made it.
Cosmic
Yes, he
Cook,
was.
What's up?
He was
He's
beat
from
up.
the
No, he
from the
wasn't. Not
Discord
as a
well,
kid.
Reed.
All he did was get beat up by his grandpa.
No, he
Okay.
was. He was traumatized by his grandpa. He got beat up by the guy who had the brass knuckles on. He was punching him as a kid. Luffy trauma
Okay.
breeds character. There you go.
Nah. We're talking different types of trauma. Nami was abandoned or for not, I won't say abandoned, but we don't know what the hell happened to Nami for her to end up on some island where the Marines are fighting people and everybody's almost dead. And that was just
Whoa.
as a baby.
And I agree, but I need to get to Fully. I haven't gotten
Oh,
it
yeah,
yet.
go on, Fully. My bad.
Fully thoughts, bro. What's your thoughts, man?
Dr. Chester was great. Dr. Chester
Of course
was
he did.
amazing. I thought we got like I thought we got great things from the chapter and everything like that. I appreciate the development of the chapter. I love seeing the emphasis of Blackbeard birth and whatnot. I love seeing that and everything like that. Especially with I don't know if it was the road to Laugh Tale and whatnot when Oda talked about Blackbeard's mother and 2 sisters and whatnot and everything like that.
It wasn't Road to Laugh Tale, but it was that's a data book that was released recently.
Yeah. I love that interaction and whatnot. I love seeing that he pulling things from that and everything. Great. I feel like it was a decent chapter. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm saying it's a decent chapter, being biased in the sense of I'm enjoying the funness of everything like that. But if I'm gonna be real, non-biased type shit, I give it I like bias. It's probably 8. You know what I mean? I enjoy the chapter. non-biased, it's a 6-ass chapter, and the reason why I say it's a 6-ass chapter, to be honest with you, it doesn't like really move the story too much forward in the sense of like we're like setting more pieces to move the story forward to like points that we already know that is going to happen and whatnot. And I love that like we're getting those pieces because I want more Shanks things. I want to like get to like emphasis of like what's going to happen, but we already know emphasis of what's going to happen. And this definitely feels like a 0.5 ass chapter to me personally. And I know people don't love hearing that, but like I'm just being non-biased about it. Like we didn't move the story forward. Like I like the Herald shit. It's definitely things we need. We need the Herald and like we need the Herald in Rock's battle and whatnot, and that definitely moved the story forward. But everything else around that kind of felt like it was just kind of filling in to move us forward to like God Valley. And then like maybe
that's moving
like,
the story forward. Yeah,
I get that, but like
That moved the story forward.
yeah,
I get that, but like, no, dude, I promise you, I get that. But like, I'm just being like in a non-biased point of view, because like I'm being biased. Biased me, it's like it's an 8, but non-biased is a 6. Like real shit, because I can hear people being like, it doesn't move the story forward. We get a lot more goonery stuff and whatnot.
I'm wait for my turn. I'm gonna wait for
Yeah,
I'm
because really, yeah. Cause, go ahead. I really want you to open it up. I really do.
Can I go?
Yeah.
All right, I get this chapter
I'm
non-biased. I get this chapter a 9. That's what I get this chapter. Y'all made me feel more of it being a 10 because of certain things I realize I'm gonna have to emphasize on now that we speaking on it. All right, so this chapter confirms a big thing I've always been wanting to know, right? And this is just like a lot of the chapters we're getting, because all that pre-work, a lot of the stuff that you want will for more setup. We would find in a non-final saga setting, but we're in the final saga, so we do have to plug in pieces that belong. Now it's just like it's a puzzle now, because we got the outer framework of the story, but we have to get the bigger picture. So now we have to plug those pieces in the puzzle to really get it, type shit, right? So for one, we're always paralleling Blackbeard and Shanks. That's exactly what he does this chapter. He parallels Blackbeard and Shanks, right? Let's move forward to the Herald notions. I'm just going to move off certain notions that are going on in the chapter. Moral conflict when being in actual battle. A lot of people overlook that. They don't see it. Remember when the whole thing happened with Kizaru? Oh, was he really nerfed? Was he mentally conflicted? A lot of fans act like they don't see shit. They don't know. Herald literally tells them in the middle of a fight. He's literally, this is what, if for how I was visualizing the paneling and the art and understanding it, Herald and him are clashing. This is just a bigger emphasis on how they met, because they are already equal as they met. Now we're getting to see how equal they are. Herald is literally clashing with him, and they're sending each other back. Rox is flying through trees, like legit flying through trees, while Herald is getting blown through mountains. You get what I'm saying? All large stuff, for sure, right? We literally have them saying, he's telling him stop it, like mid-fight, telling him he doesn't want to hear anymore. They're literally having it out morally in this whole fight. So you're not going to get a straightforward top tier fight from this. The anime should go crazy with it, but I don't think this is a fight for us to be like, oh, who's really stronger and who's not. For me personally, I give Rox the upper hand, because what in the hell did he do to him? That looked crazy. That was some like Zoro blasting a hole through Aqua Laguna type vibes just for Conquerors. And I can't wait to see Zoro get back on the Sun Realm and start going crazy. You feel me? It's just upscale stuff for how I look at it.
Yeah.
Moving past that, we also let's get to Shanks. Shanks. This is a big. Everything that comes out of this man's mouth is something to be studied, and I've said this before. Shanks literally meets Whitebeard and says, "I wanted to know," because he said he was born in the West. Oh, I got this liquor, this sake, from my hometown in the West Blue. I always thought that was cat. We're finding out God Valley is in the West Blue. We see him born on God Valley. God Valley is supposed to be destroyed, gone. How are you pulling up to Whitebeard with a fresh bottle of sake from the West Blue, God Valley? How are you doing that when the island doesn't even exist anymore? Now we're understanding. Them resources then kicked in. So when he went up to Marie Dwa, whatever, he made sure he got him a couple barrels or whatever the case may be, because that's probably one of the resources that they stocked up on. We also know now there's something else there that made Garling say, hey, I know we just finished a hunting game, but we need to prioritize the next one, and this is the reason why. That's a big notion on why we need to move this story forward, because we always want to know God Valley. What's the big thing behind God Valley? And every other chapter, we're getting more. We thought we had it figured out 2 chapters ago when they told us about Shockey being the treasure. No, we don't got this shit figured out. There's still more shit going on here. There's devil fruits, there's Shockey, and now there's a whole nother thing that we had no idea about. So we're really moving the story forward for sure. I'll even go back all the way up into the stuff I first started talking about when I got on. Roger and Rox. We know there's a rivalry. We've never seen how they met. We never seen any interaction between them. Today we got to see. I didn't read the Viz version, so that's why I definitely waited to go over it with Ree. I read the TCB version when it dropped Wednesday, but the Viz version did emphasize a few things for me. But them being rivals to the point where his one of his wings is like, I don't know, like he doesn't even know if to answer if we should even go to the island. But then we get to the island, we give off aura, and now we're having his peoples talking about take pictures of us. Nah, to me it's showing that these are the top 2 pirates. When we get back to the sea, all belts are off. So if next chapter we don't get God Valley, I do think we get some type of interaction, hopefully between Rox and Roger on the seas, because when we're at sea, all belts are off, and we still haven't gotten to the incident yet that happens a year before God Valley that Roger goes, oh, do you know how I felt this last year? So we're moving the story forward by plugging in the pieces. You guys might have been underwhelmed, but to me, this is just big on this chapter was clearing up a lot for lore piece in a sense for me personally. So I don't know. To me, that I don't know. I value that highly in moving the story forward, because this could have been a nothing chapter, and I stand on saying Oda has not missed with any chapter since Final Saga has started. Honestly, nothing's been below a 7. So I can't. When y'all say 6, I just be triggered. Like
Yeah, you got a little upset about
okay.
it. I never said.
And let me just, I'm like Ree, Nika. This is the first time I'm actually reading the chapter, so you got to give me a minute to just kind of marinate. I'm trying to take my sucker. You got to give me a minute to marinate.
I feel you on that.
That is disgusting. You could at least say excuse me.
Reed, what's your opinion?
What's it called? What'd you say?
I was about to say, Reed, what's your opinion about the chapter? Because we didn't get Reed's opinion.
Oh, I'll go after Nika.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say one more thing. I love the interaction where we see Newgate. He's actually chilling, and they have a family vibe going in the bar, but he knows his crew is nothing like a family, so he walks away from that. And you get Roger, even though Newgate's not in the supposed big 3 of the generation, you still get Roger sitting there like, yo, I don't really fuck with the island like that. Shockey, she fun shit, but where Newgate? Like, tell him I'm trying to pop a bottle with gang. Like, we see that. Like, it's lovely to see an interaction like that plugged in, because we know later on down the line these are the same 2 dudes sitting under a tree sipping sake talking about what Roger discovered on Laugh-Tale. But you get what I'm saying though. But that's mainly, I feel like this chapter added a lot of wholesome vibes, especially for Rox, because Fuji has said earlier he retracted his statement because he said he didn't feel like they had a lot in common, and then Reed kind of agreed that he didn't see that they had a lot in common. But to me, I think they have. I've always said Rox he's not going to be a villain, because anything we get from the world government is 9 times out of 10 propaganda. And what we get from Rox, even when they were robbing the place, it seemed like the place needed robbing. They were supposedly holding money for kids, but they really weren't doing that. Even Big Mom called them out on that. Everything Rox has been doing to me seems like it's just been anti-world government. That's all it really is. He hasn't done anything that's legit, quote unquote, bad. If I had to say bad, he's just selfish. The same way Rox said to Harold, if something don't suit your fancy, then fix it to make it bend your whim. He's not gonna just do something for no gain. That's the same thing I see in Luffy. Luffy telling you, look, I'm not being no hero. I'm not doing that. But you gonna put some ribs on the grill? Bet. Let's get to talk. We could talk about something. So
that's
to me,
only
it's really,
for me.
You get in that wholesome vibe of like, and then Rox actually. The one thing to me, this chapter, people should love this chapter because we see his son. Teach is a rat. Teach is the worst. He's the worst type of person. He'll go against it. He'll snake anybody. Go against his word. All of that shit. And then we get Rox, and he's like loyal as fuck. He's like, bro, I know he's treating his invite to Rocks as it's like a, like it's a like he really thinks highly of himself, but he thinks highly of himself to the point where he still thinks highly of the ones that he surrounds himself with.
Mm-hmm.
He's literally telling Harold, like, bro, I'm not inviting you on my crew no more, bro. Like, he knowing full well Harold's a king. Nigga been telling you no this like for years. Been telling you no, but he sees that as a like that's what me and you link over. We link and we talk. That's like me saying, Ree, I don't fuck with you, Ree. I'm not talking One Piece with you no more. I just cut out 80% of the reason we're fucking friends. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you do that, we don't have it. There's no relationship there no more. That was always his reasoning for coming to Elbaf, to say, hey, I want you to join my crew. So if I'm not going to ask you that no more, I'm not coming to Elbaf.
Yeah.
Boom. I'll talk about the Moria stuff later, though. I was ranting for a bit.
That I got you. Were you gonna say something, Fully?
I'm
Get your hand up.
I'm not gonna lie. Like this, like hearing like niggas talk and whatnot, it does make me think of like what really set about this whole like God Valley is for us to like undiscover like what really made Roger, Big Mom, and Kaido, members who are like all around and whatnot, to go after the One Piece and whatnot, because we don't know what really like gave them that information and whatnot and drive to discover the One Piece. Because right now they're young, youthful and whatnot. They're just vibing and whatnot, just rocking out and whatnot. They have no like true big goal. Like, let's go after this One Piece or like in-game goal type thing. And I feel like God Valley might be where we see like what really emphasized them going after set goals and whatnot, emphasis. Because we really don't have that right now. We don't have really the reason why Roger and any of them go after like Laugh Tale and all that and the Poneglyphs and all that. We don't have that. We really do not have like the main reason for that. And I feel like this is leading up to like God Valley explaining the reason why they went on that like secondary journey, because like they're youthful and young and they're all just rocking out doing what the fuck they want and whatnot. And it's just like they're not all being like, let's go towards that in-game thing. And
they don't gain that. They don't gain that at God Valley, Fully. They gain all that after God Valley. Even Big Mom has no idea what the One Piece is. Because Roger stirred up a generation, she's like,
and I'm saying, like, do they find out that at God Valley and whatnot?
Rocks might. I don't think they do, because even Whitebeard, he doesn't know anything about it. Like, Roger tells him, I'm looking for this island, and then he has they all seem oblivious.
I have a feeling that like maybe like this is where Rocks and Roger finds out about that, because like if Roger is the start of all this, right? Like, where does he get that like emphasis to like go after this, to make all of them chase after him? Also, like how Kendrick raised the bar, you know what I mean? Like what was the reason? You know what I mean? And this God Valley might be the reason where like he was just like, yo, I got something. Raise the bar, y'all. Jump.
Yeah.
It was shocky. It like, if we're reading this chapter, these last couple of chapters, right? It was shocky. It was a shocky driven goal.
I think it was, but not to what Fully's saying. I think the hit, line, and sinker. I think Roger, Rocks, maybe even Garp, and maybe Rock, because Rocks did seem like he got there before. Like, he left and went ahead a little early on. I feel like Rocks might find out what that is, and then he gets stopped by Roger and Garp. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm expecting Rocks to give this nigga Roger some type of big speech about why he should join him in the middle of their fight. And then Roger's like, nah, I'm not doing that. And they proceed with the battle. Like, because it seems like Rocks, for what you're saying, it seems like to me, Rocks figured this out on God Valley. He figured out whatever it is. If he didn't, he discovered it when he went on the island itself. And that's why I keep saying I think Garling was left out of all the heroics of God Valley, except for why they named him Supreme Commander of the Holy Knights, which is a big deal. I personally think Garling has something to do with that whole thing with Roger, Garp, Rocks. I think he was also involved with that shit, man. I'm gonna be honest.
Valid. I will say, as far as my thoughts on the chapter, this was definitely a big lore chapter. I can see why you would, I guess, off rip say it didn't move the story forward. I see kind of where you were going with that, Fully. To me, I feel like it did move the story forward, because of where Nika was kind of going. Like, we do need these more like specific pieces to understand like the full scope of what we're going to get into here over these next couple of chapters. And I think by us kind of seeming like we're creeping, right, these last couple of chapters is just providing emphasis on if they do take Shaki or she comes missing, it provides the emphasis on why they actually care so much. So I wouldn't go that it doesn't move the chapter forward. That's not what I would say. But one thing I do like about the chapter in general is seeing these two powers fighting against each other with the Rocks fight, Rocks and Harold going at it. Because I'm watching the show on Netflix, very interesting show, but the biggest plot point of it is like there's two sides that are both right, but they're kind of conflicting against each other, but they're both doing what they're doing for the right reasons.
Name drop.
It's called it's like a limited series. I literally just started watching it like last night. Give me a second. I gotta go on my Netflix and then find. It's like 5 episodes. It's really good. It's really good. I think it's called Captured. But let me stand by. I'll get you the name of it.
I think I might know what you're speaking of.
But either way, both people feel like they're doing the right thing, but they're conflicted. So they have this conflict because they can't really determine who's right, who's wrong. I like seeing instances like that because, Harold's really trying to do the right thing, especially to, in his head, solidify the future generations. If we're choosing peace, I need the future people that are going to be under this ruling of peace to have some kind of security. So I need them to be with the world government. Even though Rox understands, hey, they're bad, which we all know as the readers that they're not good. But it's just that interesting dynamic and seeing them fight for what they believe and then they drop their friendship for it. I'm not gonna lie, I love that. I love that because it shows the passion that they have for the things that they believe in. So I don't know. I mean, giving up your friendship for something like that gives me like a no lie, it gives me like a Usopp and Luffy type of parallel. I'm not gonna hold you.
Let me say something.
Were you going there?
Let me say something. So I would start right there, right? So I'm not gonna say Usopp upscale, but see, Rock said the same thing that Usopp said to the Giants when they got Domi Reversi. Where is your pride? Where is your Warriors' pride? Shout out to Sniper Guy. Sniper King.
What did I say?
What I say? I'm just saying we gotta. That's a major plot point. That's a major parallel there. We're gonna note that from my boy Usopp real quick, right?
The vision.
That is a good parallel for Usopp. Him and Luffy fighting. I can see the exact same thing with these two as well, Harold and Rox. So in that instance, which I've always given credit to Usopp in that fight. He was great. He was great in that fight. But yeah, I like it, man. It really is a good time to be a One Piece fan. I will say that. Now, also, we didn't really discuss the Moria thing, which I'm just going to tell you my initial thoughts. Okay. Mm-hmm. Y'all obviously going to cook up whatever you're going to cook up. But if this is Moria, like we're all saying right now, first off, that's insane. And what I was also going to say because of that, and the Frankie reveal earlier, like with freaking Queen.
You're in my head. Emily. I was gonna parallel that. Go ahead.
Right. I'm not gonna lie. I'm honestly under the full belief that anybody could be related now. Like anyone could come up with a theory and say this person is related to this person. I'm not even gonna say you're crazy anymore. Like these two relative reveals. I don't know anyone that was thinking that this was coming. It's crazy.
Okay, hold on, right? So there's 2 ways this is possible. Either he was born in the West Blue, beknownst to whatever, and then came to Wano, beknownst to whatever, and just was adopted by the Kozuki family. But what I think is more likely is that. Wait, how old is Moria? Can somebody fact check me on his age before I say some bullshit?
I got you.
People try to cook me.
I'm already on it.
Sounding like a know-it-all. Y'all know how it be.
I really don't know that because nobody in my world watches One Piece besides me.
I don't fuck with Moria.
He's 50.
I don't actually like Brooke. I don't actually slander. He's 50.
50. Yeah, 50.
He's 50.
He's 50. Dang, that's not old enough, but it's there to you could theorize a bunch of shit. Okay, so remember, 55 years ago, 25 people left Wano. You get what I'm saying? 10 of them were Shimotsuki. We don't know the other 15 in the origin to whatever they had going on, like whatever clans they might be from. I do believe Fuji, whatever Fuji's background is, he's part of that. Like his ancestry, his people come from that. They were on that shit, right? So I think with Moria, I think his people were part of that, and then he was born in the West Blue, and possibly went back. You get what I'm saying? Because it stated that the hero was born in the West Blue but raised in Ringo. So he went back and, so he's probably, he could be, his ancestry could be actual Kazuki, and he might have not been adopted into the family. He could actually be Kazuki, and he could actually know how to read the poneglyphs, and that's a big up for Cross Guild because I think that's where he's going, and they need, I always thought, hey, they might have to do it for Robin. They might not need to Davy back for Robin if they already have someone like Moria who's secretly unknown to anyone could read poneglyphs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I would say for Moria though, I don't really fuck with Moria. I gave him respect. When I found out Kaido washed his ass when he mentioned it in Thriller Bark, I thought he was sorry. I gave him a lot more respect when I found out he went at it with Kaido for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think Oden is just a little more stupid, and this is bad because I fuck with Oden, and this is bad because the fight between Kaido and Moria happened 2 years in Oden being back. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
And Yasui and Hayagoro, they both stated it in Wano. If we would have if all the Daimyo would have just teamed up with Oden, Kaido was cooked. Kaido himself told Oden, if you would have came at me fresh off the boat, if you would have came at me when you touched sand, I was cooked. You let 5 years go by. I gained power. I gained manpower. I got power. I got stronger. You let me cook too much, bro, and now you're cooked. You know what I'm saying? Granted, what happened was it wasn't in the plan how the fight went down, but if they would have all just teamed up from the jump, Kaido was cooked. So now I'm just more on this fence like, oh, then I know you did what you did for the thought of your people, but once again, you underestimated how slimy Orochi could be. So it just makes me look at Oden a little bit more like that, bro. That's all. Like, they don't really do, like, all I can say is that Moria's power in the future is important. It's good if Cross Guild gets him because we now know that the Galley Law Giants can only be brought back, or Galley Raw Giants can only be brought back with something like a Moria's Devil Fruit. They would need the shadows of shipwrights from Water 7. That was probably invested in the idea of them doing what they're doing, as far as passing on the will and all that shit with the shipwrights and all that. So with the original Galley Law now. So Moria's fruit is very important. Blackbeard had it, lost it. He also had Boas, and he was going after Boas, couldn't get it. But that's all the more reason why I think Saturn is just going to be, his image is just going to be used to take over Seraphim. So Blackbeard going after Seraphim because he needs that shadow fruit. If he knows the main scope of what Rox's plan was, and Rox had their plans.
I could dig it. Gene, you got any thoughts? I don't want to just keep going and not give you a chance to say something.
No, I think you and Nika kind of hit it because I think, well, I know initially when you started the chapter, I thought there were two different people. And then as I looked into it more, I went on the wiki and shit. I was like, God damn, maybe they are the same. But like, I don't know. Like, it's theory crafting. But Nika, he's spitting some facts with the whole idea of how people left. And I'm like, damn, I'm really starting to like, okay, we have something here. But
appreciate you.
When you parallel back, or not in parallel back, you just go back a few chapters and we understand what it is and how Otis has been establishing this kind of idea with the previous Giants and Rox. And honestly, Rox, I know some people don't like to think Rox and Luffy are so paralleled and connected and very similar. I see it in the sense of he has a plan. Luffy really doesn't have a plan. Luffy,
Yeah, Luffy don't got a plan. They're not one for one parallels.
Yeah, they're not
they're uncanny as fuck.
Exactly. So Luffy just does what he wants. Rock has a plan. For him to just pull up on Emu and just be like, I know where this is, and then be like, yup, this is what it is, and I'm gonna be back. And then from this whole point, he's telling his crew, all the people he's won a Davy back challenges, like, yo, this is what we need to go against the world government. And everyone's thinking he's crazy. It just establishes so like Luffy's just doing this shit on happenstance. He's pulling up you fed me, cool. We're gonna do all this shit. And he's establishing all these borders and shit like that to really directly combat him. And then go back to that Moria, like because not thinking about the shadow fruit, like, you know, they just got him out of Blackbeard's control. Those shadow fruit can definitely help pull shit because we gonna need everybody. Because especially looking at that mural when we first entered Elbaf, so it's crazy. Because like I know the initial thoughts, you know, everyone was saying like this chapter was kind of like a, you know, no one really called it a Nuttenberger, but everyone felt like that fight with Harold and Rox was underwhelming. But I thought for me, that fight felt like a category Luffy fight. It felt like a Luffy versus Usopp fight. It was more about, like Nika said, once again, like I'm over here sitting here texting my friend who's like, and I'm like, bro, like me and this dude are on the same wavelength in the sense of you need a fight like this because we don't always need a, you know, a top tier clash and it to feel like this is peak One Piece versus we need a moral kind of battleground where you have two people who stand at the top of their strength and they're equal. And one's doing this for his people, what he believes is the right thing for his people. But then you have someone else who, and the crazy thing about it is Rock doesn't tell us everything. You're not going to get everything. So he's standing on something on principle saying, you can't do it this way. Trust me, come with me and we can do it. But if you go that way, you're going to fuck everybody over. And you know, I look at this chapter as like, this is like peak what Oda does. Like it's just, it really just establishes everything. It gives nuggets. And you kind of mentioned it going back and saying you didn't like Thriller Bark. Thriller Bark's on my list of shitty arcs. But if he is Kazuki,
crazy.
I know I like you.
Because one thing One Piece fans can all say, Wano gave life to Skypiea. We all fucking hated Skypiea. Wano gave life to that chapter. I sat there, and maybe y'all might not agree with me, but me and the people I talk to, normally we were all like, Skypiea kind of long. I liked the NL fight. I thought it was funny, but I definitely was like, I don't really care. Like, I was like, at one point I was like, man, this is kind of long. And I felt something for Usopp when he was looking at the Mary, but like, that's just me, right? And that's just me and a couple of my friends I hang out with. And I just felt like when I'm on Twitter and shit, everyone normally be like, you can kind of skip through Skypiea. Now,
skip Skypiea?
Hey, I'm telling, I never said that. I'm an advocate for watch all of One Piece.
Okay.
Go look on Twitter and type in skip Skypiea. You'll see the dates.
Oh, it's there. I've seen it.
I've seen it.
You'll see
I
the dates.
on all that.
Then fast forward to Wano, and everyone's saying Skypiea peak. Everyone needs to go back, watch that, read that.
Yes.
And I feel like if this is just in a cover story and you give life to this, it makes you want to go back and watch and understand all of Thriller Bark because
exactly. Yep.
Just like we're gonna really quick. I'm gonna wrap my stuff up with this. Nika mentioned it with the whole Galley Raw. Remember, Moria was trying to get ores, an ancient giant, right? Trying to take souls for that. So that's already telling you he has an understanding. Like we need ancient giants. That's the callback right there. Let's dig in it. Like that's it though. That's all I got. But yeah, it was a dope chapter for me.
Okay, I could dig it. All right, I need to read these comments because
they're just going back and forth. They're going back and forth right now.
I have some. Well, I got this couple YouTube ones.
Platforms. He about to read.
Yeah. Well, Troy Hughes, we got a One Piece chat going here. We do. What's up, Troy? What's up?
Straw Hat Gang
said, "This is Troy Hughes, voice of Mombashi and Mad Treasure on One Piece. Keep that passion going, and yes,
dope.
I really am the voice of those things.
Yeah, that's lovely. That's lovely. Appreciate you. 1,000 times.
Okay.
Wow.
Word
okay.
To 1,000 Sunny. Appreciate you 1,000 times.
That's awesome.
Yo,
appreciate it.
Tell them to come watch us. We out here talking One Piece.
Yeah, man, for sure. Appreciate you stopping by.
Yes,
that
sir.
Is awesome. Okay, cool.
He's white. That's the princess. That's the fish. That's the princess brother.
Yeah.
Mermaid princess brother.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm just
Mumbo.
like,
Yeah.
okay,
I fuck with that.
yeah.
I was
That
just
is
laughing at his shit
awesome.
the other day. That's some funny shit. I like that. That's dope as
Troy
hell.
Hughes. That is a crazy
you should
like.
flip that. Tag him.
Yeah.
You gotta
Damn,
clip
post
that.
yeah,
that,
that's
Yes,
crazy as
yes.
fuck. Like,
Yo,
Tag
that's
me
fire.
too.
That's
I know.
Yo,
Wow, okay.
That's fire.
Just want to let you know, I invited Straw Hat Gene. Straw Hat Gene came on, and now we will have One Piece voice actors watching on. I'm telling you, it's the vision. It's the vision.
Hey,
it's
man.
the visionary.
I'm with
I
it.
figured this was the person you were talking about earlier today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like him.
up?
Gene's
Yes.
cool, man. Cool guy.
Yeah.
Where was that? Oh, Cosmic Cook says Dragon and Sabo mid.
Damn.
He's trying to get at me. That's my boy. He's trying to troll me.
He's trying to troll me. Just start pot.
Read the comments under.
Go fuck for it, nigga.
I defend it.
Low budget Ace with the
Damn.
shrug emoji.
I hate to do it to Ace, but Sabo's stronger than Ace, so we're not worried about none of that low budget talk.
You're not wrong, but hey, he's here.
Yeah, see that ignore Cook. Unless you really trying to get into that ignore Cook. I'm telling you.
I got
you
where
know
he was
I will
going to.
defend. Look,
Yeah.
we got an hour and 10 minutes. I will defend Dragon and Sabo for that whole shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. Me and Nika are locked on the Dragon talk. I'm yeah, no.
Wait,
Dragon
not the Sabo talk too?
We
I
are
defended Sabo.
almost aligned with the Sabo. Dragon.
Where do we
locked.
fall off with Sabo? Where do we fall off with Sabo?
What do we fall off with
Where
Sabo?
we fall off with Sabo?
I
See, even Zah's confused. This is ultimate.
no. I actually like Sabo a lot.
Okay.
Sabo just, I don't know, man. Like I really just liked Ace more. That's it. There's really no actual reason.
That's cool then. That's fine. I thought it was something else. Like I thought you was about to say something else, like towards narrative or some shit. Or
Nah. I mean everything that.
So we're actually there then.
Yeah, he lines up great. He's a great character. I would have preferred to see Ace in his spot right now.
Yeah, I would listen. I painted a whole narrative. It's one of my first posts on Threads. I'll find it and dig it up. Where I painted a narrative of what would have happened if Ace didn't die and he would have actually Whitebeard would have died and Ace would have just never turned around and faced Sakazuki. He would have ran. He would have became the captain of the Whitebeard Pirates. He would the title Flame Emperor would actually be his. Like he would take Whitebeard's his actual space in what's it called, being one of the 4 emperors, but they will call him Flame Emperor respectfully. You feel what I'm saying? Like there's a whole thing, and Sabo still gets to be Sabo. I painted a whole narrative about this shit. I swear to God.
Yeah, I think Sabo
Ace was my favorite character before. Ace was my favorite character before he died, and then Ace died, and then Sabo came in clutch as fuck. Like, you know what I mean? It was law, and then Dressrosa happened. You know what I mean? After that,
Ace is ever been my favorite character. I don't think Ace has ever been my favorite character.
That's fine. I'm fond of the flame ability. It would be one of my few abilities. I feel like I would.
Okay, that's fair.
If I would have ate a devil fruit, there's only a few I feel like would match up with me.
Hey, Foolie, wake up, bro! Wake up, Foolie, wake up!
Foolie,
died.
He took them hits, man. And was out now.
It be like that, man.
Nah, y'all put him to sleep.
Foolie was just talking.
Sorry.
You're good, bro.
Yeah.
You're good. You're good, bro.
That
You're good.
That was
really legit.
The fact that y'all don't notice that happens almost every single stream with me is kind of weird to me.
I do. That's why I ain't say nothing. I called it out.
Cool.
It was a
cool, bro.
Yeah,
okay.
like
listen. I had my moments when I be slumped. So I be tired.
I thought he was
on
looking
here.
down.
Yeah.
Foolie was like.
Nah.
It's cool, bro.
If you look down one moment, then long day, brother.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
It'd be like that. It'd be like that, gang.
Oh yeah.
Today the one day my job was like, oh, you don't gotta do a double today. You can go hang out with your family. And my family was like, oh, you're around. Picture.
Dang,
Glad you're
bro.
here though, Foolie.
Cosmic Cook says, hot take, Luffy doesn't actually want to be Pirate King. What you cooking up with that, bro? Where you going with that, bro?
Yeah, I'm stuck. I don't know how to.
You gonna have to explain that
He
one.
ain't never hit me with that one in the Discord neither, so I don't even know what to make of that. I can't tell you if he trolling or but he said hot take, so I think he
He be
real.
in the Discord? He be in the Discord?
Yeah, you be in there with him all the time.
What's his name?
Cosmic.
Oh.
Cosmic Cookie. We just don't call him. We try not to call him Cookie. We be saying Cosmic.
Yeah, I'm not gonna call it grown man Cookie. So I
exactly.
Blue,
I got you.
Blue said if the Galley Raw Giants, if the Galley Raw Giants that were frozen with Kuzan's Devil Fruit, he has an ability called Time Capsule. So technically, it's possible that the Giants are still alive, frozen in time. So Moria's shadows might not be necessary.
That's possible. I don't know who had his fruit before, and it was never said or mentioned, so I don't account for that as of now. But I know Venus Juro is capable of swordsmanship with ice capabilities, and if he can do shit like Brook can do shit, which I speculate his fruit or his ability is just a one up to whatever Brook's doing. I do think, because he's also a skeleton doing ice feats. I do think it's possible that he could be the person behind that. So. It could also still be somebody that had Kuzan's fruit before, but we don't know about a previous user of any of the Logias besides the flame.
Yeah.
Valid.
Yeah.
I was gonna wait. Hold on. He said he has his own definition of Pirate King, and that's what he is pursuing instead of actual Pirate King.
Okay. Yeah, I could agree with that. I could agree with that. Yeah, I fully agree with that. Like his idea of Pirate King isn't like what Roger. Roger didn't think he was gonna be Pirate King either. That's what people just started calling him. Luffy's idea of doing it is I'm going to be better than Shanks by becoming the actual king. In a sense, like I'm gonna get a crew better than yours, and then I'm gonna be king of the pirates. Like you're a great pirate, but I'm gonna be king of the pirates. I'm a son.
And then King of the Pirates is how I make my dream.
And it's a stepping stone. Unfortunately.
Yeah,
and freedom. However you want to take it.
He wants to be the most free person.
And
being the freest person on the seats.
Yeah,
and I would say I love how like Luffy is like King of the Pirates is a stepping stone. Some people King of the Pirates is the end game for him. He's like, no. This is a stepping stone for me to get what I really want.
Yeah.
That's
that's a good point.
That's rare. Why does everything tie back to that complacent pirate? But it is what it is.
Because he's the pivot piece. He's the moving stone of the story.
That's Luffy's guy. I get it. I said that's Luffy's guy, but if I was Luffy, I would never look up to a complacent pirate like that. That's all I'm saying. I'm just talking about me. I'm talking about me. Opinion.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. When Luffy first met him, if you take those 4 filler episodes that they did to emphasize on Film Red, if you take them as canon as far as portrayal, when Luffy first met Shanks, he said, I don't like pirates. You should leave my town, right? He tell him, get the fuck from around here. And then Shanks had to, Shanks had to, like, really, come here, youngin'. Like, let me really teach you what this is about. Told him all the
stuff. No, Shanks was right at that point. Because Luffy, once again, another kid who needed to be thrown down the cliff.
He did. Garp threw him off a few cliffs, bro.
Garp is a great.
Garp threw him, Sabo, Ace off cliffs, bro. Like,
Garp should just be a babysitter because he just throw kids off and beat them in there. That's a great role model. That's the
Monkey D training, bro. That's why Sabo top tier, bro.
Exactly. Think about it like this. They not Luffy, Ace, and Sabo are not the people if they don't
shake your head, Reed. You agree. Don't make me say
the line. Man.
Reed, don't make me say the line. I'm trying to tell, like.
Oh God.
I just watched the Fuji versus Sabo fight today again.
Oh God.
Don't make me do it.
Remember what I said? TBC, Trauma Breach character. Look at Law. Yeah. Law's not the pirate today without the trauma that he endured as a kid. Come on, bro.
I agree. Look, I agree with that take.
Come on.
I agree with
the take. He wasn't sure that everybody needed to be thrown off a mountain.
Nah, they don't need to throw a cliff.
Threw Zoro off a mountain. He'd have been cool.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, come on.
Sanji, you could throw him off a mountain. We don't know how he got down the red line, over the red line to get to the. We don't know how he did all that. Point is, he did it. You could assume that for Sanji.
Thank you. A lot of them needed.
He landed in the water. He was cool.
Which, by the way, is why I feel like Akainu's backstory is going to be one of the craziest.
Yes.
Because this man is character itself.
It's just trauma.
Like he's got to be built from trauma.
Mhm.
Having the magma fruit too, like
Mhm.
you seeing like how hot-headed Ace was, and he had his
Mhm.
flame fruit. Well, this guy's the magma fruit, hotter than
Agreed.
flame. So no, you're good.
Oh no, go ahead. I was gonna steer away from your point. I thought you were done. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that he should have been even worse than Ace as a kid.
Yes.
He should have been
yeah,
even
yeah.
worse than Ace. You know,
I
like
assume that.
everything that Ace did, he should have those exact same feats as a kid, but take it. To
Yeah,
the
he
next
might have
level.
seen like his friends and family slaughtered before his eyes type shit. That's what I'm guessing.
Yep. By a
Shit
pirate.
he couldn't stop,
By a
and he said,
pirate.
"I would never be this powerless again." And he became Sakazuki Akainu.
Right.
He probably
Now,
saw
I wanted to say, right? I wanted to talk about. I was in another conversation today about Smoker, and y'all know how I feel about my boy. And I had to. Somebody triggered me. It was a conversation. It started on Discord, then it led to me making a post on Threads, and then it came to Instagram. But we gotta give respect to Virgo, and this is what we have to respect Virgo because in order to respect Smoker, you have to actually respect Virgo. Now, let me explain Virgo. Pirate origin, becomes Vice Admiral, but he's originally a commander under Doflamingo. You could say first commander if you wanted to put it. You could actually say that, right? I think he is. Becomes Vice Admiral, is the senior Vice Admiral when Smoker becomes Vice Admiral. That means we don't know how long he's been Vice Admiral. But he's been Vice Admiral long enough to understand and be a hockey armament master. And I personally wasn't looking at it. I wasn't looking at it properly before, but I'm understanding now. These are Rio internal destruction feats that Virgo is putting up and showing niggas. And niggas is not realizing the detriment of what Vice Admiral Smoker is to the story of One Piece for the sake of Vice Admirals. Because I can sit here and ask you, and I bet you can't tell me, on God you can't. Give me a Vice Admiral with a better feat than better battle feats than
Smoker.
Virgo. Besides Garp, don't go to easy route.
Yeah. That's
Not
easy.
doing
That's
it.
easy.
I'll say Momonga, and I'm only say that because he was able to hold off Boa and not get affected by
That's
Boa.
bad. I give you battle
Yeah,
IQ.
that's
I
all
give
I'm
him battle
saying.
IQ, but as far as like battle capability wise, I guess we haven't really get to see Momonga in battle. There's that filler where he fought with Zoro to like kind of like a standstill. But Zoro wasn't even nowhere near serious fighting him. But you could argue Momonga wasn't all the way serious neither because he was trying to complete a mission while he was in a Kizaru situation. So you can speculate off that, right? But from what Virgo has shown me, like just going back over the panels, I'm noticing the gaps for the Rio. I'm seeing like he broke Smokers used hockey Sea Prison Stone. Some broke that with his demon bamboo. Literally, like I'm really I'm just stunting on it because I gotta. People don't seem to understand. Even for the narrative of Smoker, people don't seem to understand that all this shit the Navy's going through, down to what Kizaru's going through. Smoker started all that. Smoker actually is the one to start all that.
That's true.
Crazy enough, no one's even thought about this, and this is probably the part that none of you are probably even gonna like this, but Kobe doesn't have to be the person standing with Luffy in the battle or in the great battle at the end of the day. You could put it that way for sure. Oda could easily flip it because Smoker actually has the relationship with Luffy that Garp had with Roger.
Yes.
Kobe does not have that. Kobe and Luffy were always friends. Garp and Roger didn't become friends until the end game of this shit, for real. Like asking him to basically watch over my child shit, for real. But they had a rivalry. Smoker and Luffy the same way. Last time Smoker and Luffy saw each other, Smoker was into Shigi body. Luffy told him, "Not this time. You're not right now. When you get right, we gonna have it." That moment hasn't come yet. They said in the SBS for Smoker, he has that that billow bike thing that he rides. They said they weren't gonna have him use that until Oda said he wasn't gonna have him use that until he felt like the time was right for Smoker to use it. Smoker used it recently during the speech with Vegapunk. If you actually look at the portrayal and symbolism of what that means for a lone combatant to be traveling on the seas by himself, Ace, Kuzan, Mihawk, Green Bull, Fuji, Doflamingo, all of those characters can stand to an admiral, bro, if they're not admirals themselves. So now Smoker's being given that portrayal as a vice admiral. While we have people like Kujaku, Sentomaru, Kobe, Gruss, these are all people, most likely Hina. These are all people with vice admiral bounties as Navy combatants, but they're not vice admirals. They're all lower rank than vice admiral.
Yeah.
So Smoker, that's already a vice admiral, is now getting the portrayal of someone above a vice admiral.
That's fair.
Just walk with me. It's gonna happen. Stampede is not canon by no means, but the portrayal of the characters within the movie is always canon. Oda has stated that. Smoker is literally infusing hockey in Stampede, standing toe-to-toe with Sabo, who's also, and it's not just Devil Fruit. Like I said, they're infusing hockey, and they're literally, what did Sabo say? With these abilities, we're going to be fighting all day, bro. And then when they even teamed up, Smoker let him know, Sabo let him know, yo, we work great together. So just look for that in the canon. You're gonna see stuff like that get implemented in the canon, because that's all Oda does. He uses all these movies as precursors. But go ahead, my fault. Go, what's up?
No. I was gonna add another vice admiral to Reed's. He had Momonga, the dude who has the hands as the hair. He's another one that we sleep on a lot. Remember, he was the one who put the cuffs on. Marco, thank you. That's
he cool.
A lot of people forget about him. But Kizaru relied on him. That tells me everything I need to know about him as a vice admiral. That means, he's that guy. And remember, he's the one who's amping up the Marines after Whitebeard and Blackbeard gets the Whitebeard dies and Blackbeard gets the powers. He's the one amping up he's like, justice. He's another one you need to be worried about. He's a dog. That's a scary vice admiral right there, because he's kind of like Akainu. That's what I'm trying to say.
Shit, vice admirals get their little notions. Like Doberman confirmed Dragon was a conqueror.
What's his name? I keep forgetting his name.
I can't remember but most of their names. I'm gonna be real with you. The only vice admiral I take note of as of right now, besides my boy Smokey, is
Momonga,
yeah.
Shout out to Momonga, but he had his little moment, and then Film Red did him dirty because they made him take the knee to Shanks. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, but he survived an attack from Rocks, bro. Last chapter.
Tell you shit, I give you that. I keep forgetting that because I keep forgetting that shit. Okay,
come on, bro.
Yo, shouts out to Rocks, bro. Because last chapter, I was telling people when that shit dropped, what did he do to that ship in the last panel where they were saying it's a Rocks era. If you look what he did to that ship, it looks like he decimated it, but it looked like he damn near used Conquerors and like with the air, that whole cannon swordsmanship shit. He did the move like Thunder Boggle. It damn near looked like he warped that shit, bro. And then we see the swordsman feat of how he hit Harold. That shit crispy. I ain't gonna.
He's got a hole in him.
Oh, it's Oniguma. That's his name. Shit.
There you go.
Oniguma.
But the vice admiral I was speaking of was she's a new generation vice admiral. So shout out to Doll, you know what I'm saying? With the
Doll, okay.
Yeah, with the choker. Doll, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Doll.
Nah, she cool with me. I'm not gonna explain why. Y'all know. You know.
Mm-hmm. You know.
Yeah.
Cosmic Cook says Smoker might be admiral level, like you said, Kezi. When we see him next time, but if he is one, that's nonsensical and ridiculous.
I don't think so. But okay.
I don't know. Blue says, Ree, what do you think about Blackbeard's mother? Do you think she is a special race since Blackbeard doesn't sleep and his weird body is mentioned as a reason why he can eat 2 devil fruits? And even Saturn talked about Blackbeard having a special lineage. I'll say this. This woman must have been a pretty impressive woman for him to take his eyes off of Shaki, who was on his island. That's what I will say. This woman must have been something important. Because again, the most beautiful woman, I guess, in the verse at the time, Well, granted, I know what you're about to say, Fully, which I agree because the baby was just born, so that happened before she got there. Is that what you're about to say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You're right. You're right.
She
I
might
still
parallel.
think
She might parallel Rouge. I think she might be. She may be a D Clan member as well. You never know.
That thank you, Nika. Thank you. Yeah.
yeah.
Y'all hitting the words before I can say it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I guess that could be like a parallel. Like, I couldn't get the one I wanted, so I went ahead and had this one because I need to have a kid. Which I don't know if that's what Roger's timing was exactly, but I mean, that could have been. I don't know. I'll just settle for what I can get. I don't know how much Roger was actually in love with Rouge.
I think Roger realized he really wanted to have a kid after he got to the Laugh Tale, and he realized he couldn't partake in this greatness, and he was like, nah, well, that's what. All right, Raven, my son gonna find this shit.
Yeah.
On God, watch. Shanks went on that mission to find Ace, and he found Ace, he found Luffy, and then boom. You know what I'm saying?
Both Straw Hats, I think Roger's a lover's boy, so that motherfucker was always waiting for love. And Rouge probably gave him the play of the day. That dude's a lover's boy. The way he acts,
I think so too.
He's a lover's boy. He's a lover's boy.
Yeah,
He's a lover's boy. He's a lover's boy. That's why, if he was my friend, I stopped talking to him. Yeah, you cool, you powerful, but bro, don't call my snail phone. Don't call my snail phone. Like don't
call my
Don't look at it.
And come on, DJ Mushi on that bullshit.
Butter.
Bro.
Nah.
Read the comments.
Mr. Music Major
will
in the
be.
building
What up,
Yes,
bro?
definitely.
from Life with Anime
Definitely.
podcast. What's up,
You
my
go-
This is a
friend?
great night,
Music
bro.
Major, you can hold me
Great
to that.
night.
Just Music Major, you can hold me to that. Just remember, bro. Just remember.
Y'all say
Yo,
Smoker
Ree,
is
you,
Admiral level.
Ree.
Yes.
Shit, since you know me, have I ever been wrong? Even if I don't get a theory specifically right, have I ever been wrong in my direction? Ever?
No, you've
I don't
always
talk
been
out
in the
I
right
don't talk out
direction.
my ass. I'm not a power scaler. I work with the narrative. If it don't make sense for the narrative, it won't. Oda drew Smoker, and he drew Boa when they were 60 years old. Smoker sitting there looking like Sakazuki, but with 2 cigars. Boa still is beautiful, is the same way we see her now. That's all I'm gonna say. Leave that right there. Leave that right there. You don't gotta believe. You know what's so crazy? I met somebody at Anime NYC with a mean Smoker cosplay. Son did not have not an ounce of faith in Smoker. He doesn't even believe Smoker's gonna be relative or in the narrative of the story at all going forward. I was like, okay,
Man.
Dan, I can understand you thinking he's always gonna be weak, but you think he's not gonna matter in the narrative? When he's the one that started this whole Navy shit, the whole reason down to Kizaru, what he just had what he was going through. Smoker had to deal with that Alabasta. Then we saw it it trickled down to Fuji. Then it trickled to that. Then it trickled down to Kizaru. Where we keep seeing the narrative being painted, and we're just still ignoring this. This is I bet. Hold me to this, bro. Hold me to it, Music Major. I promise you. If they don't come true and I end up falling short, I will come on live and you can roast me for a whole session. I don't got you could. Promise.
That's a good stream for sure.
Oh yeah, it's a good thought. It's a good, you know what I mean? Oh, you talking about this stream?
Yeah, well, I'd say your thought is good too. But I'm saying the
Okay,
stream in
nah, I'm gonna
general
say
is good. A lot
it's a
of
thought. I don't know if the stream is ever gonna happen, but it's a good thought. You know what I'm saying? As far as that stream, I definitely believe I'm right on this narrative. Same way I'm right. I don't want to get all preachy because I'm right. But you know, boom.
I think he will matter somewhat in the narrative, but Admiral level, I don't know.
Okay. All right.
We'll see. I will say this. I don't see him not being now. The people that say they don't see him at all in the story moving forward, I think you're tripping. He has too many ties, especially to the beginning with the whole Logtown incident with Dragon. Like, I'm not gonna hold you, man. And this man chased Luffy through multiple arcs, pre-time skip, and we see him post-time skip as well. It's like, bro, Oda's using him for something important. We're not having one man follow us from the Marines through multiple arcs and be important in all of them.
He's the
Even though he took.
I bet facts.
I was about to say he's the one person that's actually like Garp in narrative as a now generation Marine.
Yes.
Literally.
Yeah.
Besides just because Kobe doesn't act like Garp in no sense. Literally doesn't. They're not the same person at all. We just parallel him because he's Garp's sensei. That's how that works. But as far as who actually embodies Garp, Smoker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I could see if Luffy had a kid and gave it to Smoker, that'd be basically the same thing. I get it.
But I don't want to get all preachy. I just want that. I'm just gonna put that there and let that narrative. I'm gonna let that. I'm gonna
let that simmer, man.
Yeah, let Oda cook.
What you think, Gene? What you think about that, bro?
About Smoker being admiral level, I definitely think so. Like I said, Nika, we happen to be on the same wavelength because I just think in comparison to like Navy people that Luffy has to fight outside of the admirals that have been introduced to us, Smoker's given him the most trouble. He's fought him most. Like the story is built around those two a lot. And as you guys already mentioned it with the whole Roger Garp, you can definitely see that in how Luffy and Smoker interact. And if anything, for those who see Kobe like with him being friends, I could definitely see. I'm not saying Roger was friends with the then fleet admiral, but I could see Kobe just being the fleet admiral, but having no connection to being a Garp-like character because Garp tended to tilt the line. He never wanted. Garp has been admiral level and could have been up there, but he didn't want to because he never wanted to, kiss the boot of a celestial dragon. He kind of was aware of that dark side. And he stood on his own line of justice, and I think we see that a lot with Smoker and how Smoker handles situations like from leaving Punk Hazard.
Good point.
He tended to move like, okay, we moving like this. And then that's when everything with Sword became more prevalent. And you're like, okay, the way Smoker moves, he's going to be the type of guy where he's not going to go and directly, align with what the Navy's justice is. He's going to align with what justice ought to be under his eyes for the Navy. So I can definitely see him being admiral level. And it's going to be interesting to see how he's introduced in this final saga. Because I definitely think it's going to be a fight. But I think who's going to stop it would be Smoker. Smoker would be like, I'm on your side, dude. Like we have to fix this. And then obviously you're obviously gonna get Kobe because Kobe's gonna be the other side to help tie in that Navy aspect. But Smoker is going to be the type of guy who will build that line for Sword moving forward.
That's how I see it. Like when Roger was like, "Yo, send Garp or send Goku." Shout out to Blue. Send Garp or send Goku. It's not gonna be fun otherwise. I replace those names in the future. I replace those names with some Kobe or Smoker. Otherwise, I'm not having fun. That's not like that. That's how that works. That's how that parallel works for me. So
got it. Okay. No, I like that. I like it, man. Good points.
I did see a comment about space. Y'all think we going to space?
Just about to read that. Yeah. Think space piece is happening, bro.
Yeah.
Star Wars, Clone Wars, One Piece edition.
We already had it happen.
Yo, with the cover story,
Yeah, the cover story, but I don't think we're going back. I think we might get like another part of the cover story. But as far as it being an arc, I think we're stuck here trying to figure out what's going on with the Red Line and
there's a 2-piece direction we could explore. If not, I definitely think we're gonna have to go to space, even if it's in a flashback. At least we're gonna have to eventually venture there because it looks like someone who might have had the Vegapunk's fruit beforehand might have already been on we literally see a Jolly Roger on a planet, big cranium. We gotta go to space. We eventually gotta talk about this. We eventually do. Burka, the Moon City, all that, and they're gonna bring it back. So I eventually think we're gonna get the cover story in a flashback when Enel returns. Like I think that Enel's gonna be the one giving us like what happened. They're gonna do like a little flashback summary of what he had going on in the cover story. Basically, I think that's how they're gonna utilize that because they've been actually implementing some of their cover pages and cover stories into the Final Saga story in the anime. So I think that's how they'll utilize that. But we gotta get something from space. I already told you my whole Gurren Lagann theory about, there's someone else bigger than Emu or someone that Emu's contracted to. Like there's something that blessed Emu with or Emu's from this, or Emu it's getting it from that. And I think that's the whole Eris D-Tar thing that was inside the pentagram shit when Gunko was Emu using the whole thing. All of that. Like, I think all of that. I think I'm you know me, theory piece is crazy with me. So there's a whole lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could dig it.
And yes, Music Major, and Nella's coming back. I see me and you gotta have a conversation. A long conversation.
We need a conversation.
We need to have a conversation. I will blow your mind, bro, because you seem like you ain't up to date with it, man. I ain't gonna hold you. If you think it's not happening, you're underestimating Oda. That's what I say. And now he wanted to put Doflamingo and Anel in Film Red, and his editor said, "Yo, that's a little too much sauce. Like, chill out. It's too much sauce. You gotta chill out, Oda." So
they wanted to put him in One Piece musical. God.
Listen, it might have not been so much music if they would have been involved. So hey, you never know, Zah. And a whole lot more lightning. You feel me? And strings.
Let's see.
Caught up on everything. Oh,
Blue said, "We go to space."
I'm with
maybe, but Anel already being up there. If they're not. Oh, that was your comment. Smoker for Admiral level is better than Goopa saying Smoker for Straw Hats 2024, and still saying 2025. That's
unfortunately valid. That's facts. Goopa, if you're watching, shout out to you.
Young Fuji says Smoker is Admiral level. Fujitora letting Luffy escape after telling King Riku about who permitted Mingo to rule Dressrosa. It's similar to how Smoker refusing to take credits for Alabasta incident after Luffy left Alabasta.
Yo, Fuji, shout outs to you for night after night, stream after stream, being consistent and very, very consistent and just logically thinking of the narrative and understanding how this shit works. Yeah. Very, very, you know, it's crazy because a lot of these agendas I have, like I say all the time, they don't start as agendas. I be looking at this shit like it's common sense. It's classic storytelling. This is how it's supposed to go. You bring back your characters. Oda's just tripping with the amount of time he's getting it done over, like 20 years plus. I could imagine a lot of people are just tired with the story. Yes, I want to see Dragon do something. Yes, Smoker ain't shit. He ain't do nothing. Yes, Katakuri still power clipped and left in Whole Cake Island scaling. I get it. I get it. But it's still a story. It still got to make sense. Chill with the power scaling and let this shit just ride, bro. Let this shit just cook. I promise you, Oda got us, bro. You don't have high expectations. You had them once upon a time, and after a while, you realize this character didn't come back yet. The pacing has improved for Final Saga. Every chapter is packed with something, bro. It's not like it was pre-Wano. We gotta let this man cook. I promise you, he got us, and the narrative will prevail, bro. I promise you.
That's a good parallel. That's a great parallel, actually. Wow.
Bro, Fuji started, Smoker started this shit. He went through what he went through at Alabasta, talked to Kuzan, and talked to Fujitora. And we get to see that. Fujitora has a flashback of him Smoker has a flashback in Dressrosa of him talking to Fujitora about it. Then we get to see Kuzan, the man we want to know the most about. Before he goes to anybody else in the Marines, he comes to Smoker. Just think about that. No one ain't think about that yet. No one ain't let that sink in. Like, he came to Smoker. It has to mean something. If it doesn't mean anything, it's called a plot hole. That's bad writing. If Dragon is weak, he's a walking plot hole. Oda's not doing that. We ain't invested this many years for Oda to just be dropping the ball like this. If he does this, guys, y'all get it, get credit. I was wrong. I'll be talking on my ass. I promise you, I will invest every berry I have. Like, it's a fact. This is happening.
Yo, can we, like, as One Piece fans, I'm a preach to the choir, like what Mika said. Can y'all stop power scaling? Because I feel like that's where a lot of One Piece fans get lost on. Just talking One Piece because it's list like, yo, my person's stronger than yours. I'm like, yo, dog, I don't care. Like, yo.
Bro, I talked to somebody today. It was so crazy because the shit they were saying was only not logically making sense because they didn't deem a character worthy of a certain power level. And I was like, bro, if you just accept the fact that he could be that strong, doesn't that make the narrative make a lot more sense for the direction the story will and can be going? And they were like, long as you can admit you have a bias, I'm cool with tapping out of a debate.
Yes.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
I'm not gonna kill you about it, but you gotta. I like when you let me know you biased at the start of the debate, so I don't gotta
Bro.
put too much energy into like trying to convince your ass that some shit's actually gonna happen. Instead of me trying to, if I'm trying to convince you and you already from the start like, nah, it's not happening. 'Cause I just don't.
I don't want to talk.
Then
Yo.
we don't have to have a talk about it. You're convinced of your thought already. You know what I'm saying? I don't debate to just yell at niggas and shit like that and type up paragraphs. I don't do that. If I choose to debate with you, is because like either you could change my mind or I could change yours, and we have a worthy topic of discussion. Boom.
Strategy, I'll tell you this right now. I don't power scale. I think to me it's one of the laziest things a lot of anime fans do because
it's fun.
It's just ego thing. It's just like, yo, my character's better than yours because my character can beat yours. I don't like that. I feel like that's lazy. Like, let's get into character depth. It's why for me, I like Kid. I say Kid is literally Luffy without plot armor. That's all Kid is. He's literally Luffy without plot armor.
No, that's a fair assessment. And I agree. Like the power scaling, I think it's kind of like a pitfall most One Piece fans fall into, just because it's the anime thing to do. And you look at other animes, and in that anime's narrative, it makes sense. Especially like, you know, obviously what's hot right now is solo leveling. The way everything, like, you know, Sung Jin-woo, his power level is up here, and nothing else can quite compare. But in One Piece, it's different. Like you look at someone like Luffy, he could fight someone 8 times, and then by the end of it, he's learned something and achieved something and got to where he needed to be to win it. You know, people say, oh, that's plot, that's just he's the main character, but I'm not looking at it from a point of like, oh, Luffy had to get some random power, like, you know, like immediate power up to beat overscale to Kaido. He beat Kaido. Now, if Kaido was to pull back up on him, I don't know if we were gonna beat him right then and there. I think with Gear 5, it definitely plays a part, but the wear down on Kaido is that. And narratively, he's introduced to us as this ultimate creature, this thing that can't be beat, only caught by the Navy because he gave up trying to end his own life. And it took multiple groups over multiple stages of hours to beat him. So like Power One Piece makes no sense. You just gotta enjoy it. Like everyone here has been echoing it. Just follow the narrative. It all makes sense, and then you just have to think about it logically. I don't think Oda's ever led us astray. I think the movies and other parts, fillers help fill in gaps for you to understand characters. Reading the other tales help fill gaps. And if you want to debate and debacle over where you think narratively someone should be, that makes more sense than saying, oh, these guys are all S because of this, they're Admiral in this, or they're Devil Fruit. That makes no sense, because I think Law has one of the most OP fruits, but he admitted himself in the fight with Big Mom. Stamina is his weakness.
Mm-hmm.
Versus Luffy, who has fucking an infinite vat of stamina.
Law admitted that shit against Doflamingo.
Not infinite, but he got a good amount.
Well, yeah, no,
he got to get better with his Gear 5 stamina.
But yeah, you know, it is infinite, but fighting wise, it seems like motherfucker got an infinite amount of stamina, and then he takes those breaks. I need 10 minutes, Zoro. I need 10 minutes, woo, and he gonna be back. But yeah, power. I'm not with the scaling.
No, you're right, because I tell people this all the time. Luffy does not beat Kaido on a one-on-one without Kaido holding up the planet, the island. Kaido not fighting the Scabbards. If Luffy and Kaido fight each other without any of that, Kaido wins.
And that's a fair assessment, because like I think, and I was just talking to somebody about this, like Luffy's closest way to beating Kaido without the whole wear down was when he thought everybody died and he snuck Kaido. He straight up was like, booms, and then started punching. But obviously it didn't really do anything because he didn't have Ryo. He wasn't using that conquer Haki. But so, you know, you look at
he was mentally nerfed in that fight too.
Exactly. So it's like you look at it and you're just like, okay, cool. So it's like when you look at the fight happening, like if Kaido was reintroduced, they both fresh on legs, like it's gonna be a different it's gonna be a different fight. But like I said, obviously with Gear 5 Luffy, and as he's learning it, and it's obviously where we are now in Egghead, or not Egghead, I'm in Elbaf. Obviously there's levels to it as far as what Luffy's about to learn from the wings of the previous king. And that's not discrediting Kaido by no means, because he obviously was learning under someone who was the antithesis to who we all look at when we're introduced to the story. And Roger, like Rox and Roger are the pinnacle. They're the apex too. So it's like Kaido learned something from him, Newgate, Linlin. Because like you got to look at it every time young Rox is mentioned, he has either Newgate with him or Linlin. you have Big Mom, and they're both putting game on them. They're trying to. So I just don't think it makes sense to kind of be like who's better than who, because and even like you're saying, Zal, like with the fight, if we're gonna do it, you have to get all the parameters right. Because Kaido has to take the fight. If Kaido takes the fight seriously, I don't think Luffy beats him. But if Luffy, but you also got to give the fact if Luffy understands that this is a do or die type of fight from the jump, maybe it could be, because if the way he approached Kizaru and Egghead on the episodes, he approaches Kaido like that off jump with the powers he got right now. We might be actually talking about something, but you don't know because it's different levels of when they meet. Luffy is always going to go for the big shot, but in the meantime, he's always stopping to fight every other father. They tell him, Luffy, beeline for the top guy. He'd be like, oh, I'm going to do all this. And, so that's like the whole power scaling shit. I just don't think it makes sense. I just think I love how Oda draws it out. And sometimes people like to say the pacing's crazy long. I enjoy it because I think it's perfect if you think about how Luffy has ADHD. That motherfucker's autistic and ADHD like a motherfucker. He's not.
I've been said that.
He don't get to it when he gets to it.
Yeah.
So I think the pacing is just Luffy.
Yeah. Valid, man. Slow spitting. Slow spitting, man. Okay. In the chapter on that last page, right? They're talking about they didn't see each other until the day of that fateful event, the fateful incident, and then they didn't explain the fateful incident. Although the next panel was God Valley.
That's what I think the incident is. Me and Trip were talking about this in the Discord. I think he was involved in the God Valley incident. That's why I said they left shit out of that shit, bro. I think they left shit out of the God Valley incident.
Could that incident have been Harold's death in the throne room?
If that's the case, that's scary. Because I've been telling you Rocks is coming back, and if that's when he chose to came back, that'd been scary.
Because like Loki, I'm thinking that might be when it happened. I'm not gonna hold you.
You might be cooking because that shit. Because like you think about it, even when it wasn't this chapter, it was a few chapters ago when they're talking to young Loki and they said Rocks isn't coming back.
Yeah, no, it was this chapter.
Yeah. Okay, so it's like you think about it, maybe
they weren't clear on it though. They weren't clear because they said they won't meet again until the day of that fateful incident or whatever. And then it says, then after that, it says he doesn't come back to the island. So I'm not sure if it happens on the island or if it happens, if the meeting takes place on the island or if the meeting takes place off island. That's the only thing I said. It does blur that line. That's the context I was looking for in the Viz, but it kind of says the same shit in the TCB.
Fuji, I'm about to read your comments. 1 second. Blue said Harold's death in the throne room was 14 years ago, but Rocks died 38 years ago, allegedly. Valid point. Although
you gotta keep it up. You gotta keep it up, Blue. We supposed to be past this. You in the Discord. You know exactly how we think. Me and Reese sitting here thinking. Remember,
I don't think he's actually dead.
Exactly. Road to Laugh Tale. It had it said fierce characters of note, legends of the generation, blah blah blah. People will get bounties. Keyword reissued, not issued bounties. Reissued bounties. Yeah. Rayleigh, Mihawk, Buggy, Boa, Dragon. Why would you put Rocks' picture with those faces? We already got Boa. We got Croco. My bad, Moth. We got Boa. We got Croco. We got Buggy. We haven't gotten Rayleigh. We haven't gotten Dragon. We haven't gotten Rocks. And I think we're gonna get there. So it could be that. It could be in that throne room. And if not throne room, it could be God Valley.
Honestly, I want to know what forced Harold to break off his horns. That's where I want to go. I want to know what made Harold break off his horns. Because, his death is
that last incident. I think it's that last incident.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, yo, what made you do that? Because now you're fully with the government. Because for him to break off his horns off, that means you fully don't mess with Rocks. You don't mess with the pirate
That,
shit.
that's where I think he's naive and stupid at.
Yeah.
Same time, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing all of this, and the world government don't fuck with you.
Don't fuck with you.
And you're trying to save this image that you have. They literally just backhanded you after that shit happened in the paper, and you still went. You cut your hair. You did all that bullshit. They don't fuck with you, bro. So you doing all this to change your image. It's not gonna change, bro. That's not gonna help you. They want to manipulate you. They want to manipulate you anyways. And Rock's been telling you that shit. So, and you know, Gerald even told you the reason why shit not panning out ain't got nothing to really even do with you, bro. It's beyond that.
Yeah.
And you still, your men disappeared. You don't know who got the means to do that. Though this is a world power you're dealing with, and you haven't begun to speculate, and you just decide to side with them.
Yeah.
It's not like they said, oh, we gonna come and attack Elbap. They didn't say that. You just can't deal with them no more. And I get it. You trying to export, trade, blah 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 blah. If you really that confident, just build your own shit, gang. Like start your own shit. Like who's stopping the Giants like that?
That's what I'm saying.
They're literally afraid of you, bro. You could have linked up with, if you would have linked up with Harold, linked up with Rox and told him your demands. You could have been the voice that makes Rox not be wild, and Rox was willing to listen to you. You didn't even peep that. I really don't. I'm not a Harold fan at all. And me and Lou talk about this a lot. And I was giving him grace. This chapter opened it up.
Yeah. Cause he's like, yeah, I'm worried about people. I mean, your people are giants, bro. Like they don't really need you worrying about them like that. Like.
No, they need you worrying about them, but you just not worrying the right way. Your concerns are with the wrong people. That's the problem. Yeah. I get it. You don't want to trust Rox. Rox already got a disdain and a bad reputation. I get it, but I feel like if that's really your boy, you hear out what he has to say. Like, you know what? I'll join you. I'll join you if you let me hear what this plan really about. Let me see where I could. Okay, so if I want to do this, and he can't meet your demands, then yeah, don't fuck with him. You got the leverage, nigga. You got the.
I kind of get it though. Like he meets him right after Merkin and Admiral.
Yeah.
You know, like I understand why you wouldn't trust Rox.
No, that's why I said I get it. But after the year, this is my issue. It's cool if they're not becoming buddy over the years. You show that they are becoming buddy over the years. It's been like how many years since that incident that happened?
Yeah.
At the Reverie, it's been a few years, bro. It's been
a couple of
time.
Years, bro.
You talk to this man every time. This is why I wanted. This is why I didn't want Otis skipping over things like, why is it that Rox knows about the Galley Raw Giants? Is that just a rumor being heard, like black market under the table, or did he learn that from Harold? I wanted to know that because that would decide to tell me, okay, well, you trust him with this information, but I don't know if I can say that or not. And Otis skipped over a few things in this flashback. Like I would have loved to see the actual meeting of Garp and.
You're good. He had a car passing by.
Yeah. You know whose fault this is? Her Juden's mom, because she beat him into submission where he's like, yeah, the humans. It's her fault. It's her fault. He needs to throw her off the cliff too. He needs to throw her and her son off the cliff.
You in this clip? You
gonna make me say something real?
Uh-oh.
I'm about to nickname you Cliffhanger, God. Like, you about to be Cliffhangers out, bro. Next time I see you pop up in Discord, I'm gonna name you Cliffhangers out. I'm gonna rename you.
I'm about to rename myself as that Cliffhangers out, bro. You need to throw her off the cliff too.
I have been quiet this entire time until you want to pull up and talk about my girl.
She's cool, but she made Harold lose a lot. This is why Harold's being swayed by the world government. If he didn't listen to the girl,
you can't.
Ida?
Yeah, Ida.
No, you can't say that.
You can't blame that on her.
There's a fine line.
She's not talking about trading with the world government. She's talking about trading with civilians, with people that have nothing to do with the world government.
There's a fine line. There's a fine line for interpretation here. There's a fine line.
Not the world government. He decided to do that.
He was a bad person. He didn't fuck with humans.
Or maybe he didn't though. Maybe
he didn't fuck with humans though.
Maybe it was that
either that he would have either had to earn the only way I could see it happening, which is possible. Rox and Harold, if they meet up, they either because he already doesn't like humans, he either, because they have a good fight, maybe they could earn the respect of each other. Okay, I respect this human. Cool. Or it could be an actual fight to the death because Harold at this time does not fuck with no humans. He don't think humans is on his level. He don't think they worthy. He don't understand none of that. He's not with none of that shit. So a human even drawing his sword to Harold's like, yo, who do you think you? I respect your spirit, but I'm about to put you in your place now. You get what I'm saying?
I agree with you saying, but
that might have actually been a fight to the death, unless their fight was unless they actually have like some Kenpachi and Ichigo fight to where they both passing out at the end and then they wake up like, okay, yo, I really do fuck with you. That is the only possibility I can say Rox and Harold could have actually had a relationship, unbeknownst to him being a person that fuck with humans. Otherwise than that, I gotta give Aida her credit. She enlightened my boy. I just think I think this is Harold's fault, bro. I'm not even believing her. I think this is Harold's fault, bro.
He's just him up, but he just took it to another level. That's what I'm saying. Like, he should have punched her in the face because he should have been like, yo, you know what? I like what you're doing. Bang! Don't talk to me anymore. And he would have cut it off. But he opened himself up.
I feel like
he opened himself too much.
You saying she's cool, but then you saying throw her off a cliff at the same.
Yeah, you got to.
That doesn't make
that's
sense.
What you need to do.
Throw her off a cliff. Sunset punched on her shit. You didn't hear that?
No, earlier he said throw her off a cliff.
I like
now
what you
he's
doing.
saying punch her
Right in the kisser.
Like,
crazy.
It doesn't. Zog is on my nerves. Y'all know this.
I've been Conqueror's coding King Harold punch. Like,
Conqueror's coding.
Bro, that's. Yo, whatever the king punch is, he probably doubling that. Like,
yo,
he's done, bro.
Crazy, bro.
Yo, you need to shut your ass up.
No,
we're not gonna talk about using women here, man. Stop it.
God's a savage.
Zah always talks about this. That's the problem.
To get beat up, bro. Because a lot of the One Piece kids are pieces of shit. And I tell people this all the time. If you've never worked with kids are assholes and they're pieces of shit. They need to get punched in their fucking face, bro. If you've never worked with kids,
truth. I don't know why you mad. Kids speak the truth.
I will punch them in their face to this day. Because they'll look at you. Yo, you shut your ass up. You pay bills? That's why he crying.
That's why you're still a teacher, Zah.
Reese, spread your confidence, bro.
I'm activating my Conqueror's hockey at this moment.
You gotta when shit get wild, you gotta put a Conqueror's hockey flag up. Like,
I'm throwing it through the computer screen, bro. Fill it through the webcam.
Look, I'm not trying to say like they're not nice and all that type of stuff. But
kids we heard what you was trying to say.
They do.
We heard what you was trying to say.
Zah, you can't say that a child has a wild mouth when children just speak the truth.
But you also have to understand, speaking the truth doesn't mean you say it at this time and place for everything. And that's why they need to be.
No. We are conditioned to be that way. We are conditioned to shut your mouth and say it at the right time.
Conquerors is being flexed. I'm flexing it.
Their rivalry is too strong.
Yeah.
I'm not even arguing with her.
I'm arguing with you because you sound so freaking
You don't see what's going on.
I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm just calling a spade a spade. That's all I'm doing right now.
I will say this
stupid right now. Like,
I will say this. Valid points from both of you. But I will say this just to piggyback off of what Nika said like an hour ago. That this chapter was a good parallel for Blackbeard and Shanks, seeing how they both ended up being born in this chapter. And to pit them against each other, I mean, I like it. Let me just start there. Also, what I was going to say too is I really, for some reason, I really want to go back to the fact that I think that, again, that they met again in the throne room, because my whole theory has always been that Loki just didn't kill his father. That's the agenda that I'm on. I know that everyone else does not agree with me on that, but my agenda has been very consistent. Loki did not kill his father. Loki's mother was lying, and she told that lie on her deathbed about him being cursed. And everyone just followed with that. But I do think that Rox was in there. I think Rox was in that room. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, after seeing them fight here, I do think maybe somehow he got set up, or I don't know. Maybe he was at his lowest and he realized the world government had played him, and that was his final moments. And Rox is in there, murks him, and takes the chest, man. I don't know, but I for one don't believe that Rox is dead, and two, I believe that Rox killed him in the throne room, and Loki watched it, and Loki was blamed for it. I'm throwing it out there. Now, whether you agree or disagree, it is what it is, but I'm standing on it, and I think I'm right.
Do you think that it could still be a
government thing?
What is that saying? The Domi Reversi?
Domi Reversi.
Do you
I
think it could still be something like that where one of them had to do this, otherwise something else would happen?
I don't know. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I mean, heck, for all I know, Rox could have brought Emu down there and performed the Domi Reversi because she didn't have a choice. I don't know.
I don't think Rox.
I know I'm going crazy, but just follow me. We just remember at the beginning of this chapter, we just found out Moria is a Kozuki. So
hey, Moria is a good man. Okay.
We just like anything could happen. We watched Rox sit in a chair with his leg crossed with a gun in the flower room with Emu.
Yeah, because Emu's a piece
talking
of
down like, yeah, you know what time it is, Emu.
Yeah, but Emu's a piece of shit. Like there's a difference between that. Like,
so I don't think it's too crazy that bro might have went through the goddamn abyss, Domi reversied because he told Emu to do it, killed him, took the chest, and went back through the abyss. I know it sounds crazy, but if you'd have told me before chapter 1150 that Emu would pull up to Elbaf and perform something like a Domi Reversi, I wouldn't believe you. That's all I'm saying.
That's fair. Right.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
Nah, that's fair.
So I don't think anything's off the table. Rox and Emu have already had their interaction. He said he's gonna be back. Why?
No, that's fair.
Do you think Rox has the mark then? So are you conceding that Rox?
No, Shanks has the mark.
I don't think that Rox has the mark, but I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I feel like for some reason, somehow he's gonna be able to get Emu to do what he wants to do, and Rox is just gonna get a massive upscale. I don't know how it would work. I don't even want to believe it myself. But again, I'm telling you, anything is possible after finding out that Moria is a Kozuki. I literally anything's possible.
But
anything,
Nika, I want to ask a question. Isn't his name just turned around? Like, isn't it mixed up from Kozuki to like Gecko? Yeah, it's just mixed around.
Kozuki means moon, if I'm not mistaken, and then Gecko means moonlight.
So he just switched up the letters for Kozuki. Like, so
yeah, because all the Daimyo clans, Shimotsuki, Uzuki, Fuga, all of them have something to do with the moon, if I'm not mistaken.
Honestly, there's a lot of stuff going on that he got Perona from Wano. So if you look at Perona and you look at the girl who laughs all the time,
Toko.
Toko.
Yeah.
I don't care about that little girl.
Their eyes
are the same.
Yeah.
Listen, you could punch her.
She might be Shimotsuki. Yeah.
Dear God.
So Perona might be Shimotsuki because we don't know how.
Up a cliff.
That's cool. I'm not. You got it, bro.
Thank you.
Toko, you got it, bro. I'm gonna let you have it.
What? It's not too crazy. There's a lot with Wano we don't know, bro.
No. I agree. I'm just Zaz said that Toko needed to be punted. That she got this taser out. It's
She needs to
crazy.
be punted. No, Nika agreed. He agreed on his own way.
Not like that. All right, not with that.
He agreed on. I got you, Nika.
Yo, it's crazy.
He agreed on his own way. See?
For anime and gaming,
Nika.
what's going on, man?
I know Nika a lot better than he thinks he does. Nika agreed in his own way. Toko pissed him off in the Wano arc. I know.
No, I fuck with Toko.
But you wanted to get thrown off the cliff. It's cool. I get it.
For anime and gaming says, what incident do y'all think is referenced with Harold and Rock? Something tells me it's left field like the day of his death. Hey man, he just clocked in and he's right there with me.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
we on the same timing. That's what I was just saying.
His
He
horns.
said,
when
I don't
he
know if
took
y'all
off his
talked about
horns.
it yet. We just finished. Yes.
Yep.
I think that was when he was there, and I think he's the one that had a hand in Arrow dying, and Loki watched it, and then Loki got framed for it. And it's very interesting because Loki looks up to Rox, so having to watch Rox as Loki, your hero, kill your father has to be so. I could see Oda pulling that flat, like that back, adding that to his backstory, and that being why he's talking about like, I don't even want to think about that day. Don't make me talk about that day, because that's the day he had to watch his hero kill his father, and then he got blamed for it, and his entire country hates him for something he had nothing to do with, and the two people he cared about.
Or did Emu have one of Summers and them draw up a Rock's wannabe and kill him, and that's where it's going off of. I'm just saying.
Could have a Rock's copy.
Saying, yeah, it could have been a Rock's copy, and that's where that's where a lot of his hate for Rock, because he did beat him up, but he was like, you know what, I deserve that. But now that's where he got the hate for. I'm just saying. I'm going off what you're thinking. I agree with that, but I'm saying I don't think, because I think Rox has a little bit of honor that I don't think we're not giving him credit for. I think it was a copy. I think it was the nightmare. I think it was all that type of stuff.
I don't know, man.
Honor, I don't know.
I don't know about the honor either. I was about to say,
Rox is honorable, but Harold betrayed that honor. It's up.
Oh no, I'm talking about Rox. I'm not talking.
No,
about
you're right. I know. I'm with you. I'm talking about Rox. Harold betrayed Rox's honor. It's up. He went against him to the world government. The people I've been against. I met you trying to be against these niggas. You know that, bro.
I'm gonna slime you, and I'm gonna take that fruit.
You betrayed me. You're here trying to off me, bro.
Yep.
Like, conflicted or not, you are still trying. You're still going through with it. You are.
I just don't think Rox. I'm trying to get Rox.
See, look, Rock. You know, Rock's my favorite character right now. Like, Sabo's my favorite character, but as of right now, in the moment, Rock's got it.
Sabo killed.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, Rock. Just looking at character and how just understanding the narrative for a character. The dude is literally in the middle of a fight telling this nigga to stop it. Like, stop running your mouth, bro. Like, the more you say, the more hurtful this is. Like, they were done after that. So let's see how this honor works out. Like, I'm not even against your thought, but I'm not mad at a nigga that decided to off a nigga that wanted to off you, bro. I'm not. So I'm mad at Rox for that. Even if it is no honor in it, I'm not mad at Rox for that, because this other nigga already said it's up. So fuck it.
Last question, we gotta get into the final thoughts so we can wrap up. Cosmic Cook says, y'all think Loki gonna be Straw Hat's Blackbeard pirate or something else?
BB Blackbeard pirate.
You think Loki's gonna be a Blackbeard pirate?
Yep.
I think Straw Hat.
Nah.
Interesting.
I don't.
Wait, this is like legit the first I've ever heard you. I do want to hear your take, Gene, but I gotta hear my boy Zaw first, because I've never heard you say he's gonna be a Blackbeard pirate.
I've been thinking about it. I just feel like the Rox thing. He just doesn't feel like, I get why he could be a Straw Hat pirate. I think it's too easy for him to be a Straw Hat pirate. Blackbeard pirates are a way for him to go. I really think he's a Blackbeard pirate. I honestly think he's a Blackbeard pirate. He's been attracted to Rox. He's gonna be attracted to someone like Blackbeard.
But
Luffy is cool.
I don't. You can go, Gene. You can go.
Just kind of going with what Zaz saying. So, like, if you're like, I get the whole him liking Rox, but even if we were to go in the idea of like what Nika and Ree were saying, if Rox killed Harold, I don't think he would go that way. But even not even to go that far, Blackbeard moves way different than Rox. Like, it's a way different kind of way they move. I don't think he would go that way, because remember, Luffy asked him, "Hey, join my crew," and he kind of threw out there, "Why would I join someone weak?" He's kind of like, "Why would I join someone weak? Like, you gotta show me something." Rock showed him. He smacked the shit out of him. It was like, and then also clashed with his dad, and he was like, "Damn, that's a dude I can respect." Because the kid, he was like, "Hey, the strong get to live, the weak get the fuck out of here." So when you look at that, Luffy's gonna show him what's up. I just don't think, I'm not gonna sit here and say Blackbeard don't got no feats and he's not cool like that, but Blackbeard show of power is like conniving ways, and there's nothing wrong with conniving and being smart, outsmarting and snaking people, but I just don't think the way Loki moves, he's gonna be cool with that. Now, if you're just talking about the mythos of Loki, maybe, but I think the way he's introduced to us, I think it's a little different. He looks at power for power.
I want to say something real quick. I
Go
feel
on.
like because we actually talked about this before, Reed. We talked about me and Zah talked about this on one of my streams, and we talked about it on one of your streams before too. It was a while back though, when Loki was when he was freshly a hot topic. And remember, I had the whole theory Blackbeard might kill Loki type vibe going. It's still in the back of my head. It's still possible for the narrative. For what you're saying, Gene, I feel like it will all depend on how Loki meets Blackbeard. A lot of it how the first interaction goes. If it is a show of might, like Sun is just walking around tremoring shit up,
He going.
and making double users powerless,
He's going.
Loki could respect that.
Yeah,
It's true.
Loki could respect that, and Blackbeard got that whole charisma, like he's power driven. And if he literally was to meet Blackbeard saying, "Oh, the world is mine," like literally after he just quaked shit up on some fodder or some shit like that, is good. All I can see Loki doing is, okay, this nigga is the same as Rock. Holy shit! Now if it's putting aside the theory we just spoke on, me and Ree were just speaking on, putting that aside, like Gene said, going with Zah's thought. Now, if it is an interaction where it's like Blackbeard just pops up and does some like Boa type shit, like how he snuck Boa, and I could see Loki having a problem with that. That's not upfront and outright like warrior spirit should be. And it's like, okay, so it's like, which side of Blackbeard does he meet, the Tremor side or the dark side? Whichever side he interacts with, you'll know how to move off that notion of, dang, this is okay, but he might not like this nigga, you know what I mean, or he might like this nigga. But now putting Reed's theory into effect, if it is that type of situation, he's not joining Blackbeard. Full on, he's not joining Blackbeard after experiencing what he just experiencing. If it was Rocks, he might see Blackbeard and actually be more cautious and warranted of a threat of how Blackbeard is. We might actually see somebody. We might actually see a Loki that meets somebody, and it's like, oh my god, who is this? Like, and now we're like, dang, Blackbeard. We got to upscale Blackbeard because this nigga Loki seen him and felt like he had to pounce immediately. You know what I'm saying? It was up immediately. So a lot of this hinges on what that first interaction is like, and I guess what that fateful day is, that fateful incident is too. Because it does sound like they're talking about the incident that's overall going on in the canon. That is a vibe that I got from it when I read it too, Reed.
Yeah.
I like that train of thought. That shit sounds solid, honestly. It does.
That's kind of where I'm at. Like, I'm just getting the vibes of their Rocks means too much to Loki, and we're still like kind of dabbling in the sadness of his backstory. I just can see him losing, like watching your hero take something from you and you realize my hero is really a villain. Like, that just adds to the depth and like despair of Loki's backstory. He cares about him a little bit too much, and that needs to be broken down. That's how Oda writes his backstories, and he makes it painful because we have to watch them go through this misery. And I'm not gonna lie, I really see him kind of, the wheels are starting to turn towards that. And what would make it even worse, like I've been saying, is if the theory this whole time has been false and it was just a lie, which that would be solidified by him not killing Harold. That would just button it all up. And this is really tough. For real. You watched your hero kill your pops and you got blamed for it. So that's why I'm thinking, if all that comes out and Haruden actually understands, I don't think they go opposite ways. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, you finally get accepted by Haruden. I think he accepts Haruden, and Haruden accepts him.
Yeah, that part has to happen at the end of the story. Regardless of what the story is, they're gonna move forward. They gotta go.
I think they move together, similar to like Adori and Brogy. Honestly,
very possible.
So that's why I don't see them going in different directions. I don't think that makes sense narratively.
Yeah.
So, What's y'all's final thoughts, man? We're about to wrap up. Almost done here. Basically done.
We should go around like usual.
Yeah, go around.
Yeah. Anybody? Gene, what you got, bro? Any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Really just want to kind of, you know, take this chapter, kind of run with the whole God Valley thing. I kind of want to learn more about that and learn more about, you know, get the little, you know, what's going on in that throne room. So all in all, like I said, I thought it was a 10 out of 10 chapter for me. Then if I'm going non-biased, I'm going to take all the whole with the lore. It's about a 9 or an 8. It's still solid. It's still a very solid chapter, and you know, I appreciated you know, being brought on the pod and talking.
Bro.
This is really
You've been cooking tonight, bro. I do a lot. I'll be doing clipping, so I'm gonna invite you to collaborate on like some clips that I put on Instagram.
Okay. Appreciate
it. Yeah, man, that'll be good.
Yeah, outside of that, yeah, it was a lot of fun though. It was, I'm really looking forward to it, and hopefully, hey, that theory like you cooked up about rocks and them, if that shit comes true, that's gonna be fucking crazy. Honestly, it's a way to think about it and understand it, because Loki's definitely, there's some PTSD about that throne room outside of it being, you know, the death of his father. So
trauma builds character, man. Trauma builds character.
We know that. Without but yeah, that's all I got for it.
For sure, man. What are you, Straw Hat Gene on Instagram?
Yeah. Straw Hat Gene.
I'll follow you.
Appreciate that. All back.
For sure. Strawberry, any thoughts?
I cannot wait to see Shanks and Shamrock's mom. I cannot wait for that face. Why would you do that while I'm talking?
I'm good. You're good, Strawberry. You're good.
Oh man,
You're good,
Yes,
Strawberry.
that was a demon.
I can't stand him.
What?
Yeah, no, I can't wait to actually see who Shamrock and Shanks' mother actually is. We love Shanks around here.
No, we don't.
Let's see what else. Children are life in
They're
One
pieces
Piece.
of shit.
Children are life in One Piece.
Pieces of shit.
2025. Dang it, what was I gonna say about the chapter? To be honest, since we're going on some pretty weird theory roads, I think it would be actually really, really weird if either I'm leaning more towards Gloriosa, if she has a way of being connected to Emu. Because of how much non-love this female, you know, actually get. I understand she's too young, but you know, just I don't know. I know she's too young, but Emu has, you know,
She ain't got no emotion though.
certain things. Huh?
Zaz an idiot. No, I said she ain't got no emotion though.
She's lame.
That's the problem. That's
Yeah,
the
dude,
problem.
ain't got no emotion.
But that's where I'm saying Emu's power comes into play now. Like if we now know Emu can jump from person to person, was to say that, you know, she didn't take over either Gloriosa or Shaki or who knows any from Amazon Lily.
You might see the Shocky point. That might be something.
Because she had an illness. We don't know what illness it was, but we do know.
It's supposed to be the love sickness joint, but Gloriosa just ain't got no emotion though. That's just all.
Yeah.
She don't got no emotion.
It was just something that popped into my head when you guys were I forgot what y'all were talking about, but it popped into my head at that moment. So
Word.
like, what if one of these people could actually be just a younger Emu? Who knows? I don't know. I understand Emu is too old and these females are too young, but we don't know the extent of Emu's powers. If Emu can jump from person to person, there's nothing in my head that could not convince me that Emu can be, you know, younger at certain points and older in other points.
Righteous.
I can dig it. Zah, got anything?
Oh man! First of all, I want to say, as a Christian man, I love this One Piece chapter that just came out right now, and whew, you know, I just want to say, listen, when we throw these kids off these fucking cliff, bro, it's gonna be the greatest thing of all.
I knew he was going to say that
bro.
shit.
That's bro.
As a Christian,
That's bro.
Christian though.
Wow, bro.
Started Christian line too. That's various works.
Nico, what you got, bro?
Wait a minute.
All right, my bad.
Ask me
I know you
first,
weren't done.
okay?
My bad.
Yo, listen, bro, I love you, bro. Like, yo, I'm here.
My
for you. I
bad.
got your back.
My bad.
I just want to say thank you, Straw Hat Gene, for showing up on the pod. You know, like we was talking. We've been talking. Yo, me and Straw Hat Gene been talking for at least 3 weeks right now. Like, I
Oh,
was
wow,
telling him,
okay.
yo, yeah. You know, as a Christian man, you know, just doing his work, the work of God, you know, like, and you know, like doing the Lord's work, you know, like I just been out here just spreading the word of the Straw Hat podcast, you know, like, yo, you should join. So like, nah, we've been talking for a minute. Thank you for coming on. Like, he gave me a date. I was like, yo, follow this. I sent him the. So like it was cool, but like honestly, we need to get rid of these One Piece kids. But like, a lot of them are shitheads, and like I am here for it when fucking Harold breaks off his horns. Because honestly, like Nika did say, Harold to me lost a lot of cool points out for this chapter. He lost a lot of cool points, bro. Like you agreeing with the world government, bro. It's like they'll never like you. So, you know, it is what it is. Good stream though. We got a lot of people. We got One Piece voice actors commenting on this shit right now, man. Yo, this has been a really good stream.
That's a
man.
big deal. Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Life Anime podcast. Like, you know, you know what?
Big W. Me and Mr. Music Major gotta talk now.
All right,
sure.
That's all I gotta say.
All right, for sure. Nico, what you got, bro?
Dragon is him, Shanks is him, Sabo's him, Kobe's him, Fuji's him, Zoro's him, Luffy's him, I am him.
And Blackbeard is them, bro. Blackbeard is them.
Rotten one.
I gave you 4 people out of the people you just named.
Listen,
I gave you 4 people.
Shout out to Bo and Yamato. Rox was about to put a hole in Harold, so I give him points for his durability. He's a demon for sure. But Rox, I need to see Zoro in the Sun Realm. I need to see Zoro with the swordsmanship, and now I need to see Daikengo Zoro. He need to, from Swordmaster to Great Swordmaster. I need him to up it now.
Oh. All right. Well, I'll catch y'all next week, man. Next chapter next week.
Whoa, are we going on the stream tonight, or is that?
Oh yeah, the Discord, right, Nico?
Yeah,
we on Discord. Okay.
Strawberry, Pooley, Discord. Yeah,
Okay.
my Discord.
Knocked out. Fully hasn't moved since an hour ago.
He need a sensu bean.
Sensu bean is crazy.
Man, need a sensu bean.
Hey, man.
He might need Evo's the what is it, the adrenaline shots. That's what he might need.
Oh, Eva?
Sensu bean. Yeah, he might need.
Well, yeah, we're about to hit the Discord, so yeah, I'll be in my Discord. So, all right, appreciate you, Gene. Catch y'all next week, man.
Gene, if you can join this.